Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to, I was about to say Total Request Podcast, but it's not. It's We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
I am Aminata. Welcome and happy Monday. How you feeling, Jody and all?
Things are settling in. So yeah, it's going to be a great week. I'm wearing my Coyote Pass. It's not a Bond shirt. What do you got on?
Away Aurora. And okay, so this came. It came 5 days before the estimated delivery because Redbubble doesn't fuck around.
No, they do. They are quick on shipping. Or you can also ship from Teespring or on Teespring. Just yes, either one.
I have an account with a saved password on Redbubble, so that's where I'm going. For fit, this is the just sweat pullover sweater, and I will say for girls with similar bodies to mine, it's long, so it fits on top, and then it kind of is tight on my ass. So, but I just did a little fold under, and then it's fine. And this is a large. Yeah. I feel like people are always talking about the sizing and shit in the Facebook group. So
I will look at mine while I choke myself. I'm guessing I probably did extra large. Yep, this is a 2XL, and it is very big and
for
roomy,
sure.
So
my fine is a 2XL. Anyway, that's all. That's all of that. Really quickly, Cody, I didn't even tell you this, but I conquered a dream this morning, at 5 a.m. I conquered a dream. I woke myself up from the dream, one of those things where I'm I'm in a dream. I'm not. Don't you try to mess with me. This is a dream. My dream was that we were starting this live and then it wasn't going live. So you're you need to make a room really quickly. And then I was trying to make the room and I was trying to write what the title was and I wasn't able to write. And I said out loud, Jody, I think I'm in a dream because I can't write right now. So I'm feeling amazing today.
Wow.
I'm going to conquer the world.
You're on top of the world. That's amazing. And thank you, all of you guys, for being here. We got hot topics today. Little sneak peek at White Lotus that we talked about. I think we manifested it into the universe last week because it's coming out. We have lots of hot topics. We got Browntown. We're going to be recapping the episode. SNL as always. But really quick, speaking of merch, you can support the show by clicking subscribe, smash that check out Redbubble or Teespring, links akimbo, lots of different designs. Check that out. We also have episodes coming up on Patreon this week. We're getting closer and closer to Tony McKelty's wedding, polygamist. This week, season 12, episode 4, Meri's crazy idea. It's about her B&B.
It is a crazy idea, though. It's a really crazy idea because she's hey, we're actually not going to do the B&B. My mom is just going to live there.
Yeah, it was going to be a business, but turns out she doesn't want to work. So how about we buy a house for Bonnie?
Yeah.
You can imagine how Janelle felt about it.
Oh, she stared at the ground hard.
Mm-hmm. And quite on the flip side of that, on Total Request Podcast, an episode of 4 Weddings. It's a great watch, actually. That's a perfect cleaning your house on in the background, little time capsule too. And then an episode that really, if you want to just experience the full spectrum of emotions of a woman, this episode
after last week too. This was recorded, I think, Thursday. So what we thought would be just a fluff episode of I like this song was us fully crying the whole time. Not even trying not to cry, just crying.
This would be an episode of Girl Dinner where we talk about church hymn bangers. Amanda sang a little bit. We played
Not that
clips,
much.
and next thing you know, you and I are bawling too. Here I am, Lord.
Then we looked up the writer or the composer of like a lot of the most famous songs.
That's
That took a
right.
turn. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Haas.
Yeah, Google that one. HAAS.
Yeah, he's canceled. And if you get canceled in the Catholic Church as a like man,
it's pretty tough to do.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
As a formerly Catholic gals ourselves,
yeah,
even we were shocked.
Anything really.
Yes, anything goes. Oh my God. Thank you guys again for joining us. Please remember to smash that like. It helps us out. What is that? Listen, we didn't say anything about Trump or Paris, okay? My God.
No, it's still happening. Okay, well, maybe I'll hear about that on the news later.
Not saying a thing. We're keeping it in this episode. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm excited because you have a little news about our baby.
Our baby.
A little whiskey.
So she went to a little adoption event this weekend. It was this is her brother, Merlot.
God, I'm dying at the cuteness. Yeah. You know, it's funny when you pick her up, she looks much bigger. But then when you look at her in person, like next to items, the perspective, like she still is a puppy.
Here's this is a picture. My mom event started at noon. I got there 11:45. My mom greeted me. Hi.
Nice of you to show up, Amanda.
Yeah. She was waiting. Anyway, here's my mom. But look at this like fit check on this lady here. Check this. Look at this outfit that my mom has on.
God, head to
she's a real housewife of Calgary.
Whoa, is that a real Louis? Does she have a real Louis?
It is because all of these clothes are from that store that we work at, that consignment store.
Wow.
Look at this fit check with my mom though. Definitely.
She's gorgeous. And I really admire her commitment to Velcro rollers. Cause I got to tell you, my mom, she's got time and patience for one right under the bang. That's it.
She has one of those curling irons that's like this. That's like this. Like one of those teeny thin ones. And she just
like a 1/4 inch.
Yes. 1/4 incher. Anyway. And then here's me with whiskey. Cause I kind of busted. But anyway, she's big. She's so
great. You're so pretty.
She was the star of the show, the belle of the ball, if you will. She was greeting people. I really was like, you did it. Like Mama taught her how to be an annoying center of attention.
That can be very overwhelming for like any pet, dog, cat, anything in that environment.
Amaretto couldn't take the heat. They'd take her home early.
Really? Okay.
Really. So anyway, we got a few applications. A lot of people came just to see whiskey because they posted her on social media. There was this video, this story on Instagram where in the background, you can hear me in the background the whole time being like, oh my God, hello. Oh my God, the puppy. While this girl's trying to be like, everyone come down to Pet Value Signal. And there's just my fucking voice in the back. Like, shut up, lady.
No, I listened to it. And like, of course I heard you and I was like, oh, I know her. No, you were not.
I don't feel that annoying when I'm living it in the moment. And then I look back and I'm like, okay. Well, anyway, so people came in to see her. Then I had a meet and greet last night, like with these people who like they already did a
at your house.
At my house. So like clearly the second I found that out, now my day is cleaning. You're basically hosting Thanksgiving.
Oh my God.
So they come over.
I'm stressed.
Immediately, I didn't like the vibe on this. They were not excited. They were like I'm like halfway through it. It was awkward. All of our people were very awkward. They didn't seem that excited to meet the dog, this like star of the show. And I was like, at one point I wanted to be like, why am I trying to sell you on this dog? There are like 7 applications behind you. Get out of my house.
They should be trying to sell themselves to you, I would think.
Yeah, it was like awkward. At the end, I felt like I was on a date with a guy who decided I was too ugly and then left halfway through. Because they were like, well, thanks for letting us come over tonight. And I was like, all right, bye.
Okay, so it sounds like they might not be totally into it.
Then she messaged me later and she said, hi, Amanda. While whiskey's cute, she's not going to be a good fit for our family.
Okay. Well, fine. Good. Whiskey didn't want you anyway.
I blocked her number.
Good. Good. Okay, so you're going to go on to the next one, and you just have to like host a series of
I guess
play
so.
dates.
This is the worst part of it. I thought I wouldn't have to interact with actual people.
Yeah. That's the reason like you foster dogs, not humans, so you don't have to deal with humans.
But anyway, super cute event. I love this organization. Pause for Change on Instagram. It's honestly an amazing.
Pause like PAUSE for the number 4 change.
All right. What do we got here? What else? That's my
so you and I had a little fun the other day. We like to keep up on our brains, our brain knowledge. I know these crazy little lady brains we got.
We're not going to be allowed to do that for much longer. So get in the Wordle.
Get it out of our system now. But look at what was on Wordle last week. A little truly. Yes, it's not spelled correctly as, truly brown.
We know what they were going for, though.
But you and I both got excited, and I couldn't wait. I was just like, did you do Wordle today?
What? So is your first word always the same? You go with least, huh?
I like to go with least. Okay, see, because I'm like, okay, RST, what is it? LNE. I got 2 vowels in there. S and T are pretty popular, And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna put some double L's in there. See where that L goes.
I like to go with the word party.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, the most guessed first word on Wordle. Want to guess?
Great.
No. I mean, the comments about Wordle are popping off right now.
Are they not?
No.
Everyone's like, move along. No, what is it?
Adieu.
Oh,
because it has lots of vowels.
All bougie. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So check out Wordle, guys. Oh, audio. That's a good one.
Oh,
that was a really good one. Oh, good. Oh, we got another lease. We should have a whole Wordle episode, maybe for girl dinner.
Audio is the name of the dog in This Is Us.
I don't like that story, babe. I don't like This Is Us.
Hey, we might be doing a This Is Us Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, great. Can't wait for that one. So I just saw a couple things this weekend as I'm, online shopping and trying to just get myself in a better place, a little retail therapy. I saw Ariana Grande's boyfriend. There he is, right there. I was going to get this for you for like Christmas, but I think it was on Shein for like 37 cents. And I'm like, it's probably going to cost me $37 to ship. What's his name? Evan Slater.
Yeah. Daphne wouldn't like that. That will really ruin the aesthetic of my kitchen. She already hates the Dream Mitchie pillow that you and Justine got for me.
Oh, dare she?
So you just leave it out then all the time.
Oh, dare she?
Well,
I don't like that. And then 2 items I saw when we were out. We go and check out antique shops and try to find like just quirky little things. And because our friend John, your co-host of Pod in the City, check it out, subscribe on YouTube.
Please subscribe. We only need like 100 more people. If we can get monetized, let's help each other in this time.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so what about Joan?
I always check out the Barbies because Joan has a TikTok, Open That Doll, and I'm always like, oh, maybe I'll find something really cool that I can text him. And like, I never do. And I know he always talks about like what his price range is, just what like he would and wouldn't spend.
I'm so thrilled to always hear from you. By the way, I do want to, when I go to Phoenix, I definitely want to go into John's Barbie room and just like touch everything and like make his blood pressure skyrocket.
Oh God, don't do that. Or you just start opening one?
Oh no, I 100% would. Just see steam coming out of his ear.
Throw away all the boxes. Yeah. No, I thought this one was interesting. This is a 1996 Atlanta Olympics Barbie that seems to come with constraints. I'm like a little too on the nose. United States Gymnastics Association. Jesus. And also I was tempted to buy this one, but I was like, no, Jody, we're getting it carried away because I already have I should go grab him. Vitiligo Ken.
Oh yeah,
I'll grab him in a moment to show.
That was behind you for like all of last year, I think.
This would be a Blossom. Blossom. That's right. Blossom Russo. And she came with a little hat. I just thought it was like a really unique find. So I just wanted to share that.
You want to hear a fun story about Mayim Bialik?
Yes. Wait. Shh.
Plays the young Bette Midler in Beaches.
Oh God, that's another movie.
Not her singing voice.
Really?
Yeah.
You really are like the Jonathan Taylor
Why
Thomas.
do I know that? Matt, what's his name? What's Sarah just Matthew Broderick? That's not his real voice. Don't even get me started on Audrey Hepburn, Marnie Nixon. But yeah, it's not her voice. But then she was on a talk show when she was like 14 years old, and they had her sing "What's the Story? That's the Glory of Love." She sounded exactly like the movie. So I don't really know what that was. She said, "Bette listened to me," and she said I didn't really sound enough like her, but that's okay. Like, that seems like kind of a bitch.
Yikes. Bette was actually on an episode of Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D List, which you and Joan were talking about, which all the seasons are on Peacock.
That's amazing.
If you like Kathy Griffin, I do. I enjoy her. I think she's really funny. I don't follow like her current stuff really because I don't really know what she's doing, but back in the day she was really funny.
That was also in the very last episode of the Rosie O'Donnell talk show, and she wore a satin yellow pantsuit. That did.
Oh, I loved coming home from school and watching that. I think because one of my sisters, like her humor and her mannerisms and just like her coloring, like she's got dark brown hair. She reminded me a lot of my sister who was living out of the country at the time. And I just have like fond memories of coming home and watching Rosie. Another actual frequent guest on Rosie was Martha Stewart.
Hey.
Who you're into this documentary. Tell us about it.
Well, it's just it's a one-off. So I've watched
is it? I thought it was a series.
It's easy. No. No. I watched it over the course of a day, like in and out. But guys, if you want to like, just hear about like a bitch on wheels conquering like the business world. And she is what we need, right? In the Talking Heads, her energy is like it's like Janelle from Sister Wives. But like if Janelle was like a bitch on wheels, like actually like wasn't polite. Because Martha, there's this whole thing at the beginning where they're like, she's talking about like, it's like my husband cheated on me. And that was really embarrassing for me. And it just is a real betrayal. And they're like, but you actually had an affair first for a while. And she's like, oh, it was nothing. I wasn't going to leave my husband for it, certainly. Like, well, and then you kissed that guy at the Duomo in Italy. And she's like, that was nothing. It was just a moment. It was a moment. It was nothing. She's so unapologetic. And it's really just kind of what I needed over the weekend to just be like,
yeah. Okay, so you like her now. Because she kind of, I
never didn't like her.
Okay. I feel like some people like you either loved her or you thought she was just like a brash bitch woman where I'm like, hey, listen, she was in a male-dominated TV talk show and
that's why this was a really good thing to watch for this week. It was just very like, all right, okay. She did it in the 60s. Also, but I will say a lot of her career, she does even say admittedly, like I was very good looking and that helped me out a lot in the business world. So again, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right.
That's what I've been accused of just being too damn good looking.
Too easy. Anyway, check out Martha.
And we kind of talked about at the top of the show, but look what is coming back in 2025. White Lotus, season 3. Wow. Okay, so I didn't see like a preview. It was just kind of like fast little clippies. And I think you sent it to me.
Yeah, no, that was it. They're not giving you anything. Oh, okay. 2025, I don't know what's going on with like the entertainment industry because there are so many things that are supposed to come out in 2025 and it's just coming in 2025. And it's like, what the dates are. And just like that.
Yeah. Are we talking July or are we talking like February, January? Give me
some of us need to actually plan around this here. So,
but some of us need to plan when our ass is just going to grow into one flat piece of flesh because we're not leaving the couch to watch this. And give us something to look forward to. Give half the country something to look forward to. That's all I'm saying.
I just rewatched season 1 of The White Lotus all in one night, and it really holds up. It's just so good. It's the hotel manager, the guy with the mustache.
Oh, he was great. I loved season 2 though. I thought season 2 was better than season 1.
I think I may bang that out today. I keep trying to watch The English Teacher, and for some reason I just keep getting way too distracted. Like just insanely distracted. Do you want to jump to that actually?
No. We'll talk about it.
We'll save it. Okay.
Because I got some thoughts and I'm wondering if they're the same as yours, but not quite sure. Another show that you're into that I watched the first season. I think I tried to get into the second season and gave up. I just wasn't feeling it. It didn't make me feel happy, but it is a good show. Somebody Somewhere with Bridget Everett.
Yeah, she's an ASU alumni. ASU Music Theater Department. Yes. I was saying a couple of weeks ago that like I was trying to kind of get into this, but I feel like it was just too melancholy of a show. Like it's just very still. And I was kind of complaining about like how I didn't need that. But then again, it kind of did like a reset this week, and I just started rewatching it. And it is again another great recommendation if you just need to kind of shut off and just be like be one with the world, with the simple things in life. And I don't know, I just really, what I like about it is that Bridget Everett and Jeff Hiller are both comedians, very like loud comedians, like loud, crazy comedians. And I'm just really impressed with their acting in this, because they both come off as very like not bad at all. You would never think that he's like a wacky kind of guy. So they're, I don't know. It's watching, the like a lot of LGBTQ storylines and stuff happening in a very small rural town. And it's interesting. I don't know. The acting's good. If you just want something still to watch, knock it out. You're always going to feel kind of nice watching it. Sad, melancholy, but you'll laugh. Which is funny.
Do you feel like it's like a chick show?
I mean, I can't imagine a straight man watching that by himself, but I think that I think a straight man could sit and watch it with someone and like be lulled into it. I don't think I don't think it's made for straight men. Don't they have enough?
Oh no, I'm not saying like that's a bad thing. Like I think because I do have certain shows like Housewives or whatever where I'm like, this is my show. Like, if I'm
I just started watching season 3 of Beverly Hills on your account.
Oh, you're watching it?
That's why we're fighting back and forth because you're trying to watch the reunion right now. Beverly Hills season 3. Yeah. And then get back to the first episode.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. Yeah, we're almost done with season 3. We're going to go into season 4, which is like, you've never done a rewatch of that franchise.
I've never done a watch of that. I've never watched any Housewives.
Oh my God. Okay. So season 4, season 4, is with Carlton. Those of you longtime watchers will remember that, which is like, it's with Carlton. And I think there's like Joyce and, oh God, who else am I forgetting? I don't know. It's just kind of like a season, but it's the season where Yolanda Hadid has this whole story arc with Lyme disease. And then she and David end up getting divorced. It's like and it's right after her, like, my love, he's my king. So I'm kind of not looking forward to season 4, but once we get to season 5 and we get Rinna in the mix, and
that's when she comes. All right. When does he beat the charges come in?
Is that true? I don't know exactly. I don't remember. If you know, let us know in the comments. But it is. We got some good ones coming up.
David Foster's in it?
Yeah, because Yolanda was married. It was Yolanda Hadid Foster, and now she's like Yolanda Hadid Foster.
Now he's married to Catherine McPhee.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. They seem perfectly matched. I have a question. Is what's her name? It's a great charity. What's
Lisa Vanderpump?
No, that's so chic. So chic. What's her name?
Oh, Dorit. No, Dorit's not on it yet.
Is she married? Are they getting divorced? Her and that guy?
Yes.
They are.
And PK.
Oh, PK. Wonder if her accent will go away. Yeah, I do follow some of them.
Oh, and I heard, just speaking of Housewives, are you keeping up on Salt Lake City?
Not at all. I hate Meri. She's mean.
Oh yeah, Meri sucks. Watch the latest episode, like the one that just was released on, what was it, Friday or something, last Wednesday. It's a really good episode because Lisa Barlow is she's finally getting called on her bullshit. I just think it was a really good episode. We meet
Can I watch
Bronwyn's
it as a
husband.
standalone?
I think so.
Everyone's liking Bronwyn, I'm seeing.
I like Bronwyn too. I think it was just a really good episode. And I saw a blind item. I forgot where I saw it. It was either TikTok or blind gossip or something about a current housewife of a franchise. They didn't specify, but they were saying this husband is cheating again. Some of it's going to be on the show. The wife knows, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of leads you to believe that it's Dorit, and then at the end it says not Dorit and not Kyle or something. And in this episode, you watch it, I think, allegedly, no foundation whatsoever, that they're teeing it up that Meredith is catching Seth cheating. Just watch it.
With men.
I don't know about with who.
You have to be part of it.
But watch it. Like it very much seems to me.
Okay, I will definitely watch that.
They're having a conversation with each other that is like a subtext of what they're actually saying. And there's other people around. So it's like
I'm seeing a lot on TikTok, by the way, speaking of closeted husbands, of being like, hey, women, go download Grindr for yourself and then see if you're in the room with your husband, it'll pop off. I'm like, yeah, why don't all women do that? I probably wouldn't want to know, to be honest.
Wait, if women put Grindr on their phone, so it looked as if they were
no, if you downloaded Grindr right now, you made up a fake account. I don't know how different.
Wait, which is for gay men.
Yes, gay men.
Okay.
So it'll tell you how close there is somebody with a Grindr profile in your vicinity.
Okay, I heard Joan talking about that, John, on Pod in the City, and he said he was at Disneyland, and there was
no, that wasn't Grindr. That was a thing called Sniffies, which
there was at least 50 or 100 men at Disneyland, in Tomorrowland, that were ready to fuck.
Yeah, this wasn't Tinder, let's plan a date. Hey, we're both at Disney. This is no, right now I'm down.
They're gonna go bang one out behind Dumbo ride or something.
Tons of places.
It's probably some dad who hates his wife. He's been pushing around that damn stroller all day, and he's like, today's the day I tell her.
I feel like in a situation like that, though, or maybe this is more just women compared to men, but if you're gonna do that in public, at Disneyland, you're not even really doing it for the act of sex anymore. I'm not really getting off on this. I'm just trying to get this to not get caught and have this happen so that I can then talk about it later. But I would never be I'm ready to do this and I'm going to be totally into it the whole time, because all you're trying to do is not get caught, right?
Yeah, because then you never get to go back to Disney.
True. Yeah.
Okay, wait, what is this app called? Danielle's like, what is the app called again?
Sniffies is the new one.
Is that only for gay men?
I mean, I think I feel like it may be more fluid, but it's no, this is happening now. Then you go Sniffies. Grindr, I think, might be men. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, catch them in the act. I mean,
let us know, women, if you download Grindr on your phone. Let us know if your husband is gay, I guess.
Yeah.
What's next?
So what'd you think of this week's SNL with Bill Burr?
All right, now listen, I'm a huge SNL apologist, and I do follow comedy interests, comedy here. I actually do follow this. So I very much will just stand up for SNL, and I will always stand up for comedians, as do you. Even Louis C.K., we're kind of we have some, opinions other people might not agree. So I was expecting to already come in defending Bill Burr and being no, he's great. This is what he meant. But then really, I was like, this just isn't funny. You're not even trying. And
no, I think he knew he was bombing his monologue. He knew, because then at one point, it felt like right around the middle, he was just speeding it up. He was not leaving any air for clapping. It was like,
and he was commenting
he recovered.
on
Yeah, he recovered a little, but
not really. And I don't know. I thought it was a weird choice. The opening was fine. I knew whatever they were going to do for that opening thing
sure.
was, I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't anything really that memorable. Thank God they didn't do like Maya Rudolph singing at a piano. Like, I was just like,
Oh
what?
God.
They just need to get through that first hurdle. They made it just kind of middle.
The cast members singing the iconic, remember that COVID video? Imagine all the
like, so thank God they blasted through that. But then Bill Burr comes out, and then it seemed like his attitude was very much like, fuck it. And actually, I feel like I got that from a lot of the cast, like that they were like, fuck this. Like, we don't want it. We don't want to even comment on it. But then here's my thing is I'm like, well, this is actually your job. This is what a lot of us actually are waiting for, to kind of see how you're gonna spin this or make us laugh or have a fun take on it. So I felt like it was just annoying that it's like, you get paid a lot of money and you have this job that is so coveted. And it just seemed annoying to me that they clearly were like, we don't even want to discuss it. Didn't you kind of get that? They were like, Weekend Update kind of went in on it, but they didn't do anything having to do with the election or anything. Like, at least the Dave Chappelle one from 4 years ago was funny and they did comment on it. And it at least made us feel more like we were all watching this. So it almost seemed like there was a pink elephant in the room, if you will, the entire episode, because they were refusing to do sketches about it. Or I don't know.
They couldn't get ahead of themselves on how to address the election. And I'm sure there's probably, I mean, who knows whoever's politics, but that's got to be really difficult in like a writer's room. And
like, it must have been very stressful. But again, this kind of is your gig.
This is your job.
Specifically, this is your gig.
Yes.
So that's what I found. And Bill Burr, especially, I don't really even mind like sexist comedians like that. As long as the joke that they're telling is funny, he seems like people do like him. People think that he is super liberal.
I really don't know his comedy.
I don't really either. I don't mind that. I've heard him on podcasts and he's funny. And it does seem like it's a bit, but it just seemed like he didn't even work on anything. It seemed like he was like, fuck it. I'm just going to kind of throw something together. And then the audience clearly didn't go with him. They're like, oh, this is what you're giving us?
Yeah, right? the only so we watched the whole episode again, and I was actually looking forward to it because I'm like, I really don't know Bill Burr. People talk about him a lot. You know, there's no bit that he does that stands out in my mind. So started watching it immediately, that monologue. I was like, opening. But again, I'm like, okay, it's a tough thing to deal with, whatever. I'm going to say didn't laugh once until one joke. And I hate that it was one of Colin Jost, because there's something about Colin Jost. I
actually laughed a couple times at Colin Jost too. Okay.
What did you laugh at? But before that, I think the weakest, and I was sad for her, the weakest sketch of the entire show was that like, what was it, like woman who can't find something in her purse during Weekend Update. I was just like, what is this? And she was bombing because it was
really, I knew it would bomb just, based on like, oh, you had one little idea and like, now you're going to make this into a one. It was
like a full 2 minutes though. It was way long.
The joke died after he announced her. He's like, everyone, a woman who can't find something in her purse. The joke's over now.
Yeah.
That's
and the first thing she pulled out was like something you wouldn't have in your purse, where I feel like if you're going to lead up to that, right? I don't know.
She should have pulled out some tampons. Does anybody have a tampon?
Right. Tampon? But there were two things that I thought were really great. The only time I laughed, and we rewound it like probably 3-4 times because we thought it was so funny. And it was, speaking of the Catholic Church, bringing it back to that, it was Colin Jost during Weekend Update. And it was this joke about the Catholic Church. And he was like, about like, what was it? It was something about like being an altar boy. Like, you know, only, I know what it was, because Vance converted to Catholicism as an adult. And he was like, no, that's not fair, because, you know, every boy who was an altar boy, like every Catholic boy had to survive being an altar boy. And he said, luckily for me, That's such a great joke. Luckily for me, I disguised myself as a lesbian, and then he showed his high school photo, like the black and white butt cut, just total self-deprecating. And it was hilarious because it was just such a diss on himself. And I'm like, that was a perfectly written joke
Yeah, I
that
think
like
he's
you're
like a bad
circling.
rap.
It's
He's like such a Harvard kind of like douchey guy, but I think he
yes.
knows that and he can make fun of it. It's like he has a very funny face. The way his mouth forms on his face, or maybe
Yep.
doesn't move on his face. I laughed at the beginning because the whole joke throughout the years of Colin Jost is that he's like a racist, or he's like just like
He's like the
typical.
whitest white guy ever.
But
Yeah.
like when they're like when the cast is like talking in the opening about like, damn, I was just really ready for another insurrection, and then he came out wearing the bear thing, and he's like, me too.
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay.
He had a great week. This was like one of his best episodes ever. I haven't read his book. Thank you, Beaker
That's
Face
what people were
and
saying last
Auntie
week too.
Krista.
I'm gonna re-sign up for Audible because there's this thing now. This is how they gotcha. With Audible, if you don't have all of them downloaded now, like you can only, I can't go and listen to all the books I own that aren't specifically downloaded. I have to like re-sign up. So if I'm going to do that, I'm most likely going to forget about it for a year. So I need more books I want another Kathy Griffin book, but maybe I'll do the Colin Jost.
Colin Jost, and Beaker Face says it's called A Very Punchable Face. And that is true.
Yeah. Well, and Ego Narodum was like, 92% of Black women voted for Kamala, but I stand here as one of the proud 8%. Oh. I just like the way the joke was worded. Anyway.
Yeah. And then she had like her ballot or whatever in her purse. Yeah. This chick on the right, and I'm sorry I didn't catch her name. Okay. She is a very good actress.
Yes, no, like, that's why I put that picture up, because I was
thank you for doing that. I was gonna put one up of her, and I saw that you put that out there. I'm like, thank God, because she saved that sketch.
Oh, she saved the show, honestly, because this was right at the end, and it was, the concept of like, it wasn't. It seemed like they were maybe going to cut this, so they didn't spend a lot of time on this. This maybe could have been a lot tighter, but just I will still go back and just because you can just watch the clip of her telling the story on TikTok. Yep. I've watched it a few times because the way she tells it is every word is funny, and she really does embody the character. It's not even like she's trying to be funny; she like just morphs into this character. So that wasn't. I was happy that she got a little bit of a showcase because clearly the rest.
The thing is, it wasn't that funny because we were talking about it and we're like. We were kind of chuckling. We're like, but it's not that funny. And then also we were like, oh, the difference is she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Like the other comedians are funny and they're great writers, but they're not as good of an actress as she is.
Yeah, she's good. When she's like, did someone poop? They poop in the house?
Yeah, she's great.
Running through my, it's. I feel like that.
So I'm like, she's the one to watch on this show. Like she did great. And then also just really quickly, normally I fast forward through the musical artists. But this McGee, MKGEE, it's not my style of music, but like he's a really good musician.
Oh,
like he's going to be big. Like he has a great voice. And then of course we're like Googling him. He has like perfect pitch. He's a prodigy, a guitar prodigy or something.
You can tell. So
yeah, I was like, okay.
He also seems like I believe that he is a prodigy because he seems like he doesn't give a fuck. He seems
like he's kind of artistic. Like he's in it, doesn't care. In all
the promos for SNL, he's like, I showed up and I'm gonna stand here and that's what you're getting. I'm not washing my hair.
What is the name?
Ashley Padilla.
Okay.
Or Padilla, as Kody would say.
Oh. Jacob's asking Neve or Colin as my arch nemesis. Always Neve.
Always Nick Carter.
Nick Carter is not my nemesis. He's someone that I've always wanted to high five in the face. Just like walk up and be like, what's up? Boom. I don't know why. He's a very high fiveable face. Okay, so let's see. Oh, last but not least, and I hate to
wrap it up with this with our boy. Okay. Who was not there for us this week, I feel.
Now, we've been talking a lot about Brian Jordan Alvarez, star of English Teacher or The English Teacher on Hulu. you shared his gift of this little dance he does on TikTok. It's basically all he does.
Your daughter trend. Yes.
We thought it was really sexy. He's a gay man. He's a little unthreatening. So women are just finding his moves very sexy, non-threatening. And we kind of predicted this, or at least I've said, I'm just afraid of the day that like we're like, okay, that was a little bit too much or whatever. And of course it happened.
Yeah,
and it started. Yeah. What did it start with, Amanda?
Well, the first one was him, like, okay, now I'll give it to him that he is still promoting his show, and at least I know that actress is in the show. So it's at least like promoting the show. This guy, okay, so there was that. It was him dancing. Go to the other one.
This one?
Yeah. So he's doing his dance. And then these two other people come out, and I just don't even, it makes me just too jealous. I'm like, no, yeah. I don't
want to see you
with that isn't me. I don't want that to see this.
I want to be you as a gay man, your best friend.
Face. Right. So then but that's fine. They're promoting the show. But on top of that, a couple times, like you'll see like a cameraman's hand in there, something, and people in the comments are like, "Ooh, cameraman reveal. We want to see the cameraman." I'm like, "Stop!"
No, we don't.
No, we don't. And then we got a whole fucking reveal. We missed the leg pop and everything.
Yeah, don't speak for us.
Yeah.
And I think he was giving us too much, like supply and demand. The way you drive the interest up is you don't give us too much. And he started giving us too much. And now I feel like he's just getting a little sloppy with it. He's like, not like everything is just kind of like he's going through the motions. That one where there's a little bit of like a gyration thing.
Oh, that one was a good one.
You know which one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That was gold standard. And then I knew, I'm like, well, nothing else is going to be as good as this one. Like it's only downhill from here. So, we're.
But still, I need it to keep happening. It can't go away.
No, Amanda, I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll see. But
and the other straight men trying to copy it now, like on their farm equipment, and they're like, oh, hard day work. And they're like washing dishes, like, look, straight women, look how hot I am.
God, you said that to me, and you're like, there is just zero standards right now for men at all.
Yeah, this is where you're washing dishes, and it's like, what is it? And what are the lyrics to the song? It's like,
what's that supposed to be about, baby? Go free up your vibe, stop acting crazy. I give you the good loving daily.
The good lovin' is Dawn dish soap, like being rinsed before he puts it in the dishwasher.
And I'm sure not doing that. I'm still gonna have to go back now and re-clean that. So you just made extra work for me.
Kristen, please keep us updated. Kristen said it looks like there's a verdict in the Delphi murder trial for anyone following. Keep us updated in the comments there.
I actually have been following that. We never talk about that on here because I feel like gotta keep the vibe a little lighter.
That's a rough case.
Yeah, that's a really rough one. Yeah.
Good. Speaking of rough, what do you think, Amanda? Is it time to head down to Browntown?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, it's that time already. All right, let's do it.
'Tis
Browntown. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
And right at the top of Browntown, we do want to thank our newest YouTube subscriber to the family. Amanda, you want to take it away?
Sure. Our newest YouTube subscriber, The Pond, became a YouTube member. So check it out. You can join us on YouTube, and you can just watch all of our videos. It's all the same. Sometimes you get them super early because I'll just throw it up there a day early, so you get a little early release here.
Thank you, The Pond.
Thanks, The Pond.
Now, Christine and David Woolley won't do it again. What do they got going on here?
Sorry, I have to cough, so you go.
Okay, so this is Christine and David. They are holding up their little passport covers, little monograms. And Christine says, we're finally off to our honeymoon. 1 year later, I'll be mostly offline, but my assistant will be available to handle any questions and keep my Plexus business running smoothly. I can't wait for some quality.
She'll field all the phone calls saying, why isn't Plexus working? Oh, I paid for Plexus and I haven't lost any weight. That's what
she's gonna have
her
some quality time with her man.
It's just, I feel like Christine also like maybe needs to understand that like maybe don't simultaneously run your Instagram, David, explosion while the season is also airing, which is already that. Because at this point, every time I see Christine pop up, I'm like, okay, what else? Tell me more about David. What else?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is like maybe don't tell the world you're out of the country.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think you have to be like very careful with that kind of stuff, and like I don't know. I just think it might be a little unsafe, but you know, who knows? We also have, I'm clicking around here trying to get to all of our photos.
Oh, I got it.
You want to tell me? Oh,
okay.
Go ahead.
We had a conversation yesterday on the Facebook, but I've been telling Joan every week, like little sister wives updates. And then I mentioned last week, on the episode, Christine was talking about how she saw the Little Mermaid with David, and during Kiss the Girls, she was mad that he didn't kiss her. And John's like, oh, they must have gone to the live action movie. And then I don't think any of us even like put that together, because all of us just assumed, oh no, they went to the animated screening of this, like Abby and David would do. That's what we all assumed. I don't think it even got brought up like, oh, it was probably that live action one that came out.
I don't even care if it's live action, cartoon, if someone's reading a freaking Disney nighttime book.
Well,
it's not sexy.
It actually wasn't either. It turns out it was, here's a picture of the production. And it was, I don't know how I didn't know this. I did not know that this was at the Hale Center Theater in Utah. And they have a sister theater in Phoenix that is just like that, like the Hale Center Theater. It's a great theater. Definitely. Yeah.
Wait, so this isn't like
owned by Mormons.
So
what?
Okay, so this wasn't like a kid, like a Disney Junior presents.
No, this would have been like their actual main stage, and the one in it's not in Phoenix, it's in Chandler, I think, or Gilbert. It doesn't matter, but it's in the Round. Do you know what that means? It's like
yes, I do.
All right, great. So I don't know if that one.
I went to see Anne Frank.
Oh, that would be good in the Round, actually.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Anyway, I looked at the production value, and that theater, I mean, in Utah, they have this looks like a fully professional, like Broadway production. And I think these are like semi-professional, these productions. So anyway, that's what they went to. So I do appreciate that. I mean, I feel like that's a little better, right? That's at least like an adult date. Like, hey,
is it though? Is it though? Okay, I feel like
movie. I think. What do you guys think?
If they went to this without children,
but it's not a children's version. It's like that's what's on the main stage for this next 6 weeks. Like this is what this, and it's a professional. It was on Broadway.
But I think a lot of people bring children, like Frozen, right? Frozen was on Broadway. I brought my daughter. I wouldn't bring Adam there as we start our third date. Let's go see Elsa reveal herself as the Ice Queen. That's not getting me horny.
I feel like there's a little more forgiveness of like, this is a cool thing we're doing here, and not like, oh, we're going to actually buy tickets to the movie that was clearly intended for children.
I'm the asshole. Everyone thinks it's like so adorable. I think a musical is great. Like, I think that would be great. It's not my thing. It's a little too cutesy for me. Third date, no, but maybe like down the road you've established like I'm not a child and like I don't only like Disney music, but maybe Listen, I know I'm an asshole. Okay, I know I am. I wouldn't say no, but
maybe they have season tickets to the Hale Center Theater in Sandy, Utah.
Amazing. I'm just saying, at the point in the Little Mermaid production, I'm not sliding off my seat on a third date for Kiss the Girl.
Okay, well, now I will say this, though. So now that I think that it's a little bit more an adult date, if it's the live action. Now, however, now switching it here, for Christine to think that David should have kissed her during that is
That's
so much worse in that. It's like there are people around and people on stage, and like I would be so irritated if I watched a couple have their first kiss right in front of me. Like, well, I'm trying to watch this on.
Yeah. Do you remember I got an aggressive tap on the shoulder during Hamilton because I simply put my arm and like had my head just a little too much to the left? I mean, yeah, I don't want to see any adults kissing.
I think that's way crazier. Like, I feel like in a movie theater, it would be a little more appropriate to be like, oh, a cute little first kiss here. But like in the theater and the round, also people like there are people sitting across from you and right here. And
at that point, it's a sing-along, Amanda. I mean, like, let's cut it. It's a
sing-along. It's not. It's not.
Christine, I promise you, Christine was singing along.
Not advertised as a sing-along. That's
Christine came in with a wah, 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 wah.
Your sound cut out right when you did that.
Oh, you know why? Because I have like automatic sound, whatever. So it was like it took me singing as like an errant bird in the air or something.
Remember when that plane flew right by my window earlier?
Yeah. Something's going down.
Something is happening in Calgary.
Well, listen, the comments are popping off about this. Okay, everyone's got her sing-songing kiss me. So I can't even keep up with the comments right now. I really stirred something up. Oh my God, Jay Schwab, this is hilarious. Remember when Lauren Bobart did that at the theater? That would be great if Christine Brown was caught at the theater making out during The Little Mermaid.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
That would be amazing.
She was making out. I thought she was like vaping.
Oh no, I thought that they were like.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a peck on the cheek. Okay, I see this. Okay, Sleepy Ghost Ginger says, I think a peck. Absolutely. I could see people like, ooh, kiss the girl.
She wanted their first kiss to happen here.
Kiss.
She wanted that to be their first kiss. Like, only they were experiencing that moment. That's just such a level of like non-self-awareness.
Yeah. And like a first kiss is like, probably that first kiss would be a hum.
Like watching this. Like there's like fog everywhere. The house lights are like, you can still see people in the audience here. And like
there are children with like little spinny light up toys, with like Ariel's hair flinging around. And
you're like trying to watch this and you're like into this beautiful song. And then like your guy like turns your head and like, this is your first kiss now.
And again, it's not going to be a peck. It's going to be a hum.
Yeah.
You're going to see overlapping lippage.
Yeah. A regroup into it with a tongue. And Christine's also waiting for it. So she's like ready. Like, so like when he grabs her face, she's going to go tongue first.
Oh God. Okay. Let's move on.
Anyway, we figured that out. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on to what? Meri? See what?
All right. Well, she reposted. Now, I took this screenshot because I thought Meri posted this and I thought it was funny, but actually she was just reposting someone else's. But somebody else wrote, love this. It's a picture of a worthyup.com pen. And the person wrote, love this pen and it's a reminder every day to keep worrying up to my potential. And then Meri reposted that. And unintentional. But then all the comments are like, I've been worrying up my whole life. That's how I spend every day is worrying up.
Yeah. Yeah. And sizing up. Right. Ironically,
all the girls didn't really bring that much to play. Christine's out of the country. Janelle's just trying to figure out what to do with Tata Farms. And Meri was kind of off the grid. But then this morning, Meri was like, oh shit, we got Browntown this Monday and I haven't posted any content. So God, this was
she knew.
I played it
the
right before
fun.
we record just to make sure it played, and like both of our stomachs hurt. I was just like watching
the fun they had in recording this one.
Let's go ahead
Here
and
we go.
guys. This is her brand new spick and span on her TikTok as a
brace yourselves.
Over the shoulder, man of dreams, go. Yeah, go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dream. He's over there. What do you say to him?
You think my tractor's sexy?
Over the shoulder.
That like drained me of all my energy. I felt all my energy just leave my body.
She definitely thought of that hilarious joke off the cuff and on the spot.
It wasn't even funny. That's like the worst version of what your line should be. You think my tractor's sexy?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's wearing leather.
It.
Yeah.
She looks good.
I
mean, she looks good. And I don't know.
Can you play that one more time? I want to look at her shoes.
Okay. I mean, they're going to be better than Christine's. But I mean,
and
then by the way, for anyone just listening, it ends with saying farmersonly.com across the screen.
Over the shoulder, man of dreams, go. Yeah, go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dream. He's over there. What do you say to him?
You think my tractor's sexy?
Over the shoulder.
I heard a cackle, Amanda. I heard someone go, woo!
Jen's probably standing behind this cameraman. Her shoes look good. Her whole outfit looked really nice.
She's so recording. It's the dude who wore the sweatshirt in the middle of a heat wave at Disneyland. Yes, that got demonetized singing Free Falling. Knew it was going to happen, but I did it anyway. That was like weird. He was like, oh yeah, what are you going to tell us? So is she really putting that on Farmers Only?
Maybe because she was really dressed up. Like that wasn't just an off the cuff TikTok video. Also, that wasn't even unless that's a new trend that Meri's more on top of than I am. But I didn't really understand what was going on there.
I think Meri just heard the song "You Think My Tractor's Sexy" or whatever that song is, and like,
oh, that's a reference.
Yeah, it's a song. I believe it's a country song. You think my tractor's sexy? Was that the
song that was playing maybe in the video there? We're gonna get
that
song.
It was Jump On It. Oh fuck.
Oh, all right. Well,
okay. Well,
okay.
Now Janelle's been having some good times too, though.
Right. So this is what. So Meri was like, "I want to be the star. I want to be top billing on Browntown this week." And then Janelle saw that Meri posted this TikTok, and she's like, "Hold my beer," and she's like, "I'm going to go ahead and post the most Janelle Instagram post ever." And this is as of about 1 hour ago. Jody,
there you go. Why don't you read that for us?
You got a towel in the background that says "Family Drama," the gift that keeps on giving. And then Janelle writes, "Went to the annual holiday show this weekend in Greenville. I just could not pass up this towel."
And 3 emojis. 2 crying, laughing face, and
1 halo. Because she was like, "Oh, this may be too bad." I know, don't come at me. I'm just kidding.
I think that was like a little thingy accident. I think she meant 3 laughy faces, and somehow the angel got thrown in there. She's like, "Oh, who knew?"
Can't edit.
I couldn't pass on this tea towel. It's such a Janelleism. I love her.
Went to the
also.
This is just
God, what is this?
I don't know. It's her reposting that your worth is not on the scale. I don't know. This looks terrifying. This is the only thing she posted this week. So it was slim pickings until she posted about that towel.
Okay, so it's a repost of like a really blurry. Like, is my screen dirty, or does that seem kind of?
Well, this is actually good for all of us to know. So maybe I'll read this out.
Yeah.
The scale can only give you a numerical reflection of your relationship with gravity. That is it. It cannot tell you talent, purpose, strength. love or character, that whole thing, that whole idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Biggerface says Janelle throwing shade at Trainer Bill. Seriously, F that guy. Fuck that guy. He was so mean and awful. Made her get on a scale in front of everyone.
I can't believe.
But yeah, good one, Janelle.
Yeah.
We support you too, girl.
And then lastly, Janelle went on a couple podcasts this week. Sorry. It was Madison's birthday this week. This actually is part of this podcasting I'm going to do. It was Maddie's birthday, and I just thought this was so Janelle that she's like, yes, I'm one day late posting this. Because of course, leave it to Janelle to be late to post a birthday.
Yeah.
But very cute.
Yeah.
And
okay. So here we go.
Janelle went on Kate Casey's, right? Was it Kate Casey's?
Heather McDonald?
But she also went on Kate Casey.
Okay. I was on her podcast too.
You were on her podcast?
On Kate Casey's long time ago.
Oh, right.
She cuts out like all the funny stuff to make her sound like she's funnier than she is. But that's just my opinion.
You started slumming it with me.
She wasn't that nice in person. And then she booked me because she wanted to talk about like a surrogacy thing when Jeff Lewis was like a real asshole to a surrogate. And then she blew me off. So not a big fan. Just kind of, in my opinion, back in the day. Not a huge fan.
Scout is wild and out back there, by the way.
She really is. I may need to like shoo her out the door here. But yeah, let's talk about this. Janelle's appearances on these podcasts.
Okay, well, I didn't listen to Kate Casey, but here's what I told from the Heather McDonald interview. Now, as we said, I think we probably said this on our episodes, like on our Patreon episodes this week, that Heather didn't really know much about the show, even though she does talk, like she talks about it every week, but she really doesn't know anything. I know Heather McDonald is like a big podcaster, but so that's how she got this interview. But I just feel like Janelle does so few of these type things, and like it just seemed like Heather really didn't even prepare for it at all, like didn't come with any good questions, and within like 30 seconds you could feel her lose Janelle completely. The second Heather made it very clear that she did no preparation for this and that she does not watch the show, you could almost hear Janelle's entire tone change, or like her intention change from, oh, maybe I'll spill some tea, to, okay, never mind. This is just going to be one of those interviews where I tell the same 50 stories, the same anecdotes, because it turned into paint by numbers. But at the beginning, it was kind of jovial, but you can hear where it turns immediately. And Janelle's like, all right, no, Robyn was actually there from the beginning. And then it was just paint by numbers for the whole rest of it.
So, I mean, okay, neither of us are real big fans of Heather McDonald. If you are and you listen to her podcast, great.
I still subscribe and listen. I listen every week, and it's not really even a hate listen. I don't even, but like there are some episodes.
There are some comedians and there's some guests that she has on that you're like, okay, obviously we're going to listen to, a Janelle one.
Yeah.
I knew Heather didn't know as much about Sister Rise as like she says she does, because she's kind of on that. She does that to everyone, but to not know, she's like, oh, so Robyn like married into the family, and when did she come in? Like season 2, 3, and yeah, I'm with you. Like Janelle was.
It was actually
on, and she's like,
my notes. It was earlier than that. Even it was when she's like, first of all, Janelle's sound is horrible. Beaker Face on the Facebook group was like, oh well, at least Janelle sounded good in this, and I was like, she sounded like she was on the moon, and Beaker Face was like, well, it's better than the Kate Casey one where she sounded like she was like in a submarine. But
gotcha.
But it was right at the beginning where she's talking about like Meri, and then Heather says like, oh, who was in polygamy? She's like, you, and she's like, no, Meri, and then Heather goes, oh, Meri was raised in polygamy, and Janelle's like, yeah. And it was just almost a deflation, because Janelle's energy only goes up to about here, but the second that happened, it went right here. So so now then it goes in, like at one point I'm like, why am I hearing the backstory of Kody's dad Quinn, and how her mom joined the family, and how she came to rescue her daughter from joining polygamy, but then she met Wynn and fell in love? Why am I listening to that right now? Why am I Amanda? And all the people that are going to tune in to listen to this, we have we all know this. My mom knows this. Like people who
Mhm.
just kind of watch the show know this. So this is such a waste of an interview. I was so irritated. I should not be listening to that right now.
And that she put Janelle on pause to go let
That
her
was my
dog
next note.
out.
And then she doesn't cut it out. She's
Yeah.
like, I need to let my dog in. And Janelle's like, oh yeah, okay. Leaves, doesn't edit it out. You can hear her fucking around in there. And then and also like if I had an interview with Janelle lined up, I would bring every animal in my house to my dad's house or something. Like it's just you're not thinking ahead on that. Like that, like make sure, but Heather doesn't care. It just also just shows that she doesn't really see like how this is actually a pretty good interview that you got here.
Yeah.
So it was just irritating. And there's an exchange they had here that Janelle just said, oh, it was just my daughter's birthday, or it's her 29th birthday. And Heather's like, oh, who just turned 29? She's like, oh, Maddie. And then Heather goes, oh, Maddie's the one with the 2 kids. And Janelle's like, oh no, she has 4 kids.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Yes. And then then here's my favorite part. So then Heather, as I said last week, I'm like, well, I've listened to a little bit of the episode, and Heather hasn't made anything about herself yet. So like, I'll always give her kudos for that. But then she really does at one point, and Janelle's reaction is so funny. She's asking about like how Meri was barren or whatever, and she's like,
yep.
yeah, was it kind of weird, like when, because you know you want to be like happy for your sister. She's like, well, I know for me, like my sister really had a lot of fertility issues. My sister, who's an attorney, because she always figures out a way to work that into
A defense attorney. Yeah,
defense attorney. It's like, cares? Anyway, she's like, my sister was really struggling to get pregnant, and then I tried to get pregnant. I got pregnant immediately, and it was like, well, I felt bad, and my sister is like, she wants to be happy for me, but then I didn't tell her, and then she got upset. So it was like that, and Janelle's like, wait, so what was the question? Like Janelle was over it.
And she's like, and I was already 10 weeks along, and she's like, oh my god, why didn't you tell me sooner? And regular viewers are like, if we have to talk about Meri's infertility one more time, that's what we want to know. We want to know at what point in time did you really start realizing that Robyn is spending all your money? Or like, just how did you divvy it up? Is everyone, whatever you make from your plexus or whatever, does it all go into one pot? Like, ask these questions.
She did ask about the divorce, I will say. And I was actually kind of like taken aback by Janelle being like, no, I don't think it was anything nefarious. I think we just genuinely had to do that. Like, and I don't think it was Robyn trying, like, lying and saying that we actually had to do the divorce. That's like, well, clearly it was, but fine. She doesn't want to shit talk, I guess. But also, I think at that point she didn't trust Heather. She's like, I'm not going to give you the goods. I'm not going to talk shit on Robyn on this podcast.
And Heather was asking too about like their parents, and she's like, wait, which ones were like married or something to each other? That was your mom, or was that Meri's mom that was married to Kody's? Like,
and now I'm listening to that story again. I don't need to. Janelle was there for 30 minutes. Like, this is what we're using. And then another thing is that Heather's whole thing that she always talks when she's talking about the sister wife, which I think this is a funny point, is that they've been on the longest reality show in history, and they keep them super poor. But then she started kind of saying that to Janelle, and I kind of found it kind of mean, because Janelle didn't know that she was shading her, but Heather was like, it's just like cool, because like you're not like, there's all these other celebrities, like reality stars, who've been on way less than you, but you guys are just out there being real and not getting class and not going to all these Hollywood parties, right? It's like Janelle doesn't even realize like what she's saying to her there. Yeah. She's basically saying, isn't it funny how you guys are so poor? She said it a couple times on there.
Yeah, Janelle's tone did change. And oh gosh, I'm trying to see who just commented that. Marsha said the same thing, that she noticed too, that Janelle changed tone. I mean, you and I all the time are like, oh God, Heather. Now, again, the most egregious of her episodes, though. Most insane. Like, even if you love Heather, which, like, hey, listen to whoever. Like, there's enough podcasts in the world. I truly don't even think there's like competitions with podcasters, because people can listen to more than one. Yeah. But she, oh God, what was I just gonna say? Oh, the Kim Goldman episode. Just go and listen to it. Love her, hate her.
Like, you need to listen to this episode, and you're like, no, that was a repost. She like wanted us to hear it again. But also, this is not to say that we want to interview Janelle or we would do a better job.
God,
I
no.
don't want that.
Flying too close to the sun.
No. Because I don't think she should. Like, I would want to ask her all those like horrific questions, but I don't think she should give that to us because we're pretty kind of like snarky about her family. She should really, it's not really a safe space for her to do that. So that said, we do not want to interview her, but I just wish that somebody would get in there and get the goods. The Smith sisters did the best so far.
Okay. I love that. Really quick before we move on to Instagram comments, just a couple on Robyn and Kody's, and we're going to jump into the episode. I am always a big fan of a deal. You know, what good Polish girl would I be if I'm not always searching the last chance or oops, we baked too much at the grocery store. And I was really excited this week because look what I found hanging out clearance in the refrigerator aisle. Mexican chocolate. Mexican chocolate pudding. $1.15 for 4 of them.
Did you take them?
I think no, I didn't. I don't think anyone's going to eat pudding.
If there's any, I know. I don't remember the last time I had pudding.
I feel like Tony would like a good pudding. They had Mexican hot chocolate at their wedding shower.
Yeah, Tony had to come in to make sure that it tasted correct. He wore his Howling Wolves shirt. God, he's so gross.
All right, so let's get into Instagram comments here. This first one you found on Kody's Instagram.
Oh, hang on, let me take
it.
Right, sorry, Karen. So yeah, we got a couple shout outs this week again.
We're
like, I guess that's good, or this is terrifying. Especially Kody's a lot scarier of a person to me now since everything that has happened. But anyway, Karen Bowen goes, Amanada knows where you can get a good wig. Honestly, though, that was a good wig, and Kody
that was a really good wig. Yeah, you did a really good wig.
Little piece.
Yeah, or like little extensions or something like that.
Yeah, Amanda, we weren't talking about we know that she did, but she did Kate Casey, but we were talking about the Heather McDonald one.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me take that down. Next comment on Kody's. Reed Bree says, getting ears done is worse than getting spine surgery, according to Kody. That is such a good point.
Oh, it was a huge deal. He was giddy.
And that he had to be there for Aurora.
Yeah. For her ears.
But Isabel, I mean, you could just go on your own. Just fly out.
It wasn't at 50%. Yeah. By the way, on the episodes we're doing on Patreon right now, we just got Isabel starting that journey. And they show her spine. And this is at the beginning of this. And it already looks horrifically painful.
It was at 35 at that point, and they're showing her brace. And I think we cried during that episode too. Between that and our church bangers girl dinner, we were really going through it. Yeah, he's an asshole. Also, over on Kody, go ahead, Amanda.
Patty Loves Xbox says, wow, you were intimidated by David. Now you know what a real man looks like. And then Sierra Rain came, the Amanda of this conversation, came in shit all over it going, it ain't David, that's for sure.
Oh, hey. I close my window over him.
Oh, yes.
The little toesies. They're a little chilly. But we're not gonna forget about Robyn, are we?
Yeah, over on Robyn, last post, March 11th, 2019. And crazy. I don't know, Elena wrote 16,000 comments hating on her. This is why we do this.
16,000 people. Can they all be wrong about Robyn?
Well, there's a couple in there that every so often someone will pop in and be like, you guys, this is really mean. And then there's usually 46 replies to that. Shut the fuck up, Robyn.
Suddenly their account goes private.
Yeah. Comment. Can't find it. Okay, you go ahead and do this one.
Oh gosh, what is this? Creative Pursuits. Jody and Amanada, I know you can see this. Please, pretty please, turn Christine into Ariel and David into Sebastian. You can even turn Kody into the chef that loses his teeth. Oh, and Robyn, you're the worst. Love the shout outs.
I love to think of like the little mild mind fuck of just like that they are looking at their Instagram comments and like it probably hasn't even made its way into their brains yet, but every so often they're seeing like a hi Jody and Amanda or and like an Amanada, and it's like, like I
We
wonder
have a podcast. Did they know that?
I hope not, babe.
And finally, go ahead, you take this one.
To end this out, we got Alicia Savage, 2010, saying, "You do control him, bitch." And with that, we will take
Bravo. Well, it is time. 'Tis time. We are going to I was going to say, like, recap, watch along this episode for new users, new listeners, new viewers. We obviously cannot show you the episode, so we play the audio. We'll give you timestamps. Listen, watch along, all that good stuff. Oh boy. Oh my God. CNN breaking news.
What? Breaking shoes?
There's a wicked gaffe. Mattel is apologizing after mistakenly printing a link to a porn site on the packaging of special edition dolls produced for the upcoming film.
You got an alert for that?
I sure did.
You have an alert for porn, sounds like.
I do.
Not about.
I make sure that alerts me at all times.
But about kids
right.
going to the porn site.
Right.
Okay, where are we? I need to set this up because I totally forgot we were even doing this recap. But I do have Discovery Plus now. It starts at 1:19. If you want to go ahead and read the script.
Absolutely. So we are at season 19, episode 9, Baptism by Fire. Janelle warns Meri on trusting Kody about the Coyote Pass property. Despite only dating a few months, Christine and David go house shopping. The family gathers in for Gwendolyn's bridal shower, and Kody awkwardly meets David. I cannot wait to break down.
Shower, like it gave. God, I don't know how to say this without sounding like awful.
Claustrophobia?
No, like it gave the vibe of like a church basement wedding. It was just really like. Just very like thrown together kind of a DIY,
like
up. It was just kind of
it's just like we are here.
yeah, I guess. There was like a tape, there was one table with like candy on it or something. Because I went to Gwen's page to look at pictures from this to see if Garrison was there, and then it was just like 3 pics of that. They had like I think maybe a banner, like a sheet that they could stand in front of for pictures.
Yeah,
but then there was a tattoo artist there, which seemed like that was like as troll-ish as Tony and McKelty's entire wedding. Like, guess what, Dad and Robyn? I'm gonna have someone you can watch me get a tattoo.
Not only that. In the middle of the room, like the only room where people can sit and gather, let's put down a bed. And then we can all take turns laying on it and getting marked.
And I think another problem was when you have a reality show and there's a party, you can't have music on. So instantly the vibe is weird. And then it's also like the middle of the day. So it's just like daylight flooding into the room while I'm getting my tattoo, natural light on my skin. My makeup's melting.
Yeah, and even just the layout of the space. Again, like no fault of their own, but the way where the front door is, like you just walk right in and like that's the room. So there's no like meandering in and out. There's no like, oh, I heard so and so just got here because we're here. Like it was
God, the moment where I burst out laughing when Meri's like, I am a woman. WOMYN. I am not walking in behind Kody and Robyn. She walks in and immediately Kody and Robyn come in. It's like
she opens the door for them. Is what you see her. She goes in and then she opens the door.
You were their opener.
Yes.
Just the editing. Oh my God, the edit. I think this show should be nominated for some Emmys for editing because some of the shit they're doing is so funny. And like when Aurora almost hits Kody's truck, like they put that in for a reason.
I can't wait to talk about that.
God, I wish I had that job. Ugh.
Mhm.
To just
I
decide.
want to face it. Like the tattoo is like I would not mind a tattoo artist. I think that's kind of cool.
I love
The
it.
execution of it
Yeah.
was a bit bizarre.
There should be lighting or like an ambiance of some kind, not like daylight in Gwen's apartment.
Some sort of like sanitization station, maybe. I think it was the bed. Just the layout bed in the middle of the space, you know?
I really do like the idea. It's just so weird. And it just seems, but I do love like how like clearly Kody and Robyn it was going to make them uncomfortable and they are forced to come. So they're here. There's now somebody giving my daughter a tattoo, her lesbian fiance, and Christine and David are here. And so is Meri.
And Tony's little baby, Tony's DNA in their arms.
And McKelty's going to do a drive-by. Oh, actually, David's babysat the twins.
That was like, yes.
I don't feel bad for Kody and Robyn, but just empathetically, I feel bad for any person that's a lot to throw at someone to walk into a party. And Robyn already doesn't like being out in social situations. So
and Cody's like, these are my little banditos. And Dave's like,
that was a conversation.
Actually, I babysat them, and I like kids. I got lots of kids.
Yeah, I got kids. Yeah, I do. I actually have a lot of them, and I really like been around them, and I'm actually in all of their lives. And then he's like, I was talking to Kody, and his face turned all red, and then he put the head on my shoulder, and then you know what? His face turned even redder.
Oh my God. I can't. Okay. This episode. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay. All right. So baptism by fire.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. Da-na-na. Oh God. I can't. I'm excited just for the first scene. Yes, I did.
Oh, I don't even remember. All right. It's 119. 3, 2, 1.
This new theme intro is just the best.
Janelle's going to be coming over to talk to me.
I'm sorry. Meri's house is way too big for one person. That's too big for 4 people. That's crazy. Would you want to live in a house like that by yourself?
No.
Like, what would be the utility of it? Other than to be like, this is my house, look at me. Other than that, are you enjoying this?
I think I would actually be scared living in a house that big by myself. Like, how many boogeymen are hiding behind or like in closets at night to come and chase me up the stairs?
I'm still convinced there's someone that lives in my attic.
Oh God, don't say that. Shh.
I'm very much in my own little corner, in my own little chair type of gal. I kind of.
I still like. I mean, obviously, there's something that lives under all of our beds. That if you leave your feet out from under the covers,
critters. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna get grabbed and pulled under. Just saying.
Janelle and I just are not like super close. We don't hate each other. I mean, at least I don't hate her. You know what I mean? I don't hold any ill will towards Meri, but we never really had much of a one-on-one relationship. We just made it work.
Weird. Can you pause it for a second? Weird. Yeah. Meri's not out there right now warning Janelle about the icy conditions.
She's skating around already. She has another hoodie on though. Here.
I'd like Janelle in like a winter sweater and a vest and like
Janelle has figured it out.
Yeah, Janelle really has like figured out what clothes work best for her, what colors look best. Like she really is in her
I mean, like she has. And Savannah seems stylish. Like she does have 2 daughters who like are in it with fashion. Maybe Hunter's also helping. Yeah, Meri's not out there to greet. And also they're not gonna hug, which I find insane. I hug Like I would hug pretty much anyone in the situation, really. Even if I don't like this person, I will still like feel inclined.
Well, it's like a one arm, like, oh hey,
Yeah.
you know, like maybe you got your purse on this arm, you're like, oh hey, you
But
know,
both
like a
of
little.
them don't even go in for the hug. It's not even on the table for either of them. Like hey,
Janelle, as we're going to see in a moment, was just going to stand in the middle of the living room while Meri sat on a chair until Meri said something. She's
don't
like,
worry,
oh,
Meri set up 2 uncomfortable chairs for them to sit in. It's like,
In
can
the
I have a
middle of
milk crate instead? These look worse than us just sitting on the floor. All right, here we go. 207.
Cody, where it felt like the property might be in trouble or there might be some problems with getting it paid off. So I'm gonna go talk to Meri. I know she's an adult and she's capable, but for my own conscience, I need to just alert her to Coyote Pass that the deadline is imminent. If we don't pay, we could lose everything. She's not always been one who tracked our financial details, so I just need to make sure she's aware, and then I can rest easy. My conscience will be quiet.
That's nice.
Hey, hi. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a long time.
Janelle didn't even make eye contact with her. Janelle was like, hi, it's been a minute. Right in.
She might be looking for assets. She's like, uh-huh.
Hi.
Art here for Cody and Robyn.
Instantly. She's doing an assessment like the Terminator. Like
she's looking, she's like, is she going to get her security deposit back? Looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
On the family plot.
There probably aren't.
As you and I always like to picture Janelle wearing like one of those bankers green visor with the little reading lamp just on her calculator every night.
Let's see it. Oh, Meri. Okay. 245.
Second. I saw it at the family wedding just briefly, but then I think it's been like a year, maybe close to it. I thought, okay, this is gonna be really awkward. I don't see this as a social visit.
Okay, don't be a bitch about it, Meri.
Meri, back here. Oh God, I forgot about this scene. Okay, again, you can tell the editors hate him. And how does he watch this back? Do you think he gets embarrassed when he watches himself? No.
Okay, so we're at Kody's house, Kody and Robyn's, and he comes whipping around the corner on a 4-wheeler, shoveling the, of course, no hat or like helmet on because he wants the cameras to pick up his
and
locks in this freezing cold.
Fast. He's like pulling that corner hard.
Yeah, because he wants us to see he's a man. Manly men go fast.
Does he
Loser.
not? Do you think though they watch this? I think Robyn might be smart enough to be like, Kody, they're like really editing you badly here. Or do you think Kody like even notices, or he's like, that was awesome what I just said there?
Robyn would never bring that up to him. She might think it, but she will never say that to him.
I don't know. She tries to control like everything he says. I feel like she'd bring it up and be like, don't say this next time.
But I think she knows the key to keeping Kody content enough under her thumb is to make him feel like a man.
Okay, yeah.
Like, like you are smart, you're handsome, you got a 6-pack abs, and a low body temperature,
Working 40 hours a week would be way less anxiety and work than having to tend to Kody 24/7. Like, it just seems like having a full-time job is way easier.
She doesn't have skills. She doesn't have, Robyn doesn't have any social skills. She doesn't have common sense. She doesn't have a work ethic.
She cries too much.
She's not like,
she can't handle
we
pressure.
haven't seen her be particularly book smart or like have any sort of skill or trade. What is she going to do?
Well, I guess she is doing her job.
Like, I think even, like, I'm trying to think if she were like a receptionist or something somewhere, but I think she wouldn't even be able to handle that.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, what job could she actually handle? Like, because every job you get in the weeds for like a second every so often. I just don't think she could ever handle being in the weeds at all, ever.
No. Multitasking, I can't see that being her strong suit.
Like even my sister wife's closet, which gets one purchase every 6 months every time Jean hops on there.
Right.
Spells my name wrong. See, I'm starting to think it might be Robyn that wrote that, which would be even funnier.
I just think she doesn't have any sort of stamina to do anything.
Handle customer service. Like, can you imagine somebody calling to complain about something to her?
No, she's always confused. I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know.
I can't think of really anything. Even if she's like on her own, I couldn't trust her to be left to her own. Like even like a janitorial position where she's kind of left to her own devices, she'll burn down the school. So
she wouldn't be able to use the computer. Like everything would just be too much.
No
She needs to be available for Areola and
She
Solly.
types 20 words per minute.
Yeah, no, she can't do that. No skills. Okay, we're at like what
3:07. Kody's blasting down the road in his four-wheeler.
Such a dork.
We got this big piece of property with a lot of snow. And this is the most snowy year I've ever seen here. This has been nuts.
He's probably stressed out here because he's like, I haven't been to the casino in 2 days. Because it's like, what are you like so desperate to get this cleared? But I think he's like, I need to get out there. I need to get out there.
Well, I mean, like you got to get out, you got to drive the kids and all that kind of crap. I mean, it does suck. I hate shoveling and clearing snow. I freaking hate it. But I don't know. Like I've always lived in a neighborhood, and I know they're still like in a neighborhood area, but it's not as if like, oh, you got to clear the sidewalks for the kids going to the bus or something. So I don't. I think he's just trying to get out of the driveway.
Because he got to go to the casino. I don't think he gives a shit about the
And he wants to buy a new little fun tool, toy, something, so he can get out there and make it look like he's a man who's, taking care of business.
I got 8 foot of snow off the edges of my house. 8 foot. Shovel this down.
Wow.
I'm sorry, pause. That's not 8 foot.
It's not 8
I'm
feet.
looking at it right now.
It's up to Brianna's.
Oh, you know what he did? I realized what he just did. He's standing next to his truck, and the snow on top of the truck is probably 2 feet. So he's like, that means I have 8 feet of snow, even though there's a 6 foot gap between for sure. What an idiot. Yeah, we're looking right here, and there's no way that's 8 feet of snow.
So we're about to embark on watching yet another family fun scene. Fully candid, of course.
I'm sure they do this all the time, right? Where the kids get out there and do physical work to clear the snow.
There is still the price tags on these shovels and all of the clothes that they're wearing. God, and Dayton's not there. I think Dayton got out. I feel like he got out, or he at least is like, I don't want to be affiliated with this.
Well, Aurora's showing up to shovel because cameras are there.
Smooth.
Go. Oh God. Just thinking about that. I hate it. Go away, Aurora.
Today, the kids all gathered up and we're going to go unbury the truck. Obviously, somebody's going to get a little bit of snow in their face.
Buried.
Have some fun.
That made me uncomfortable when he started going into a character.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get through the face. Because that isn't how this is. This is not.
Those kids have never had anything in their face besides Robyn's tit. I'm sorry, these kids have never met any sort of grit.
And they don't have challenge. That type of jokey play fight relationship. You can't even all of the talk was, the other kids bullied our kids. You can't shit talk this. They don't shit talk each other.
No, but you know what? What's interesting is Areola probably talks like Kody does in your face, but as we can see, she can't take it. They like talking like that and having Areola puppet. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna play it in your face. She stalked some kid on the playground and probably said that to them. But there's no follow through because they are very tender.
Very. Well, you're going to see in a second here. And I feel like Aurora loves being on camera, but Brianna just is like Wednesday Addams in her energy. Just with Wednesday Addams, but she just seems like, oh God.
I think she's probably busy doing something. I don't know, hanging out with friends.
3:41.
Watch out.
Fake laugh.
Yep. Don't scratch the drug.
Okay. Right here. I love it.
You just hit the truck.
Okay, stop. you just hit the truck. He wanted to lose his mind. If that was anyone, any other mother's children, he would have hit them, right?
If
He
it was,
would have
like,
lost.
rooted, yeah.
But he knew, because he paused. He took a beat, said it, because he knows he cannot yell at Areola
So you
or
don't
Robyn
think,
will go
so
crazy.
you think he paused not because the cameras were there, but because this is a Robyn special?
Yes.
The Robyn kid.
Yes.
Not even because of the cameras, because I just thought it was because if the cameras weren't there, he would have gone off.
No, not on Robyn's kids.
I think that was the most real moment we've ever seen of Kody. That was the most him in his own real moment there. You hit the truck. He's never been more real in himself. The pure shock of it.
Now, she's old enough here. I'm going to say let's say she's 6 here.
Okay,
she's old enough to know you don't throw your shovel near the car. Like I guarantee my mom would have like smacked me or something. Like I would have been in massive trouble, even if nothing happened. Like if nothing would have been scratched or whatever, it would have been on. I absolutely wouldn't have been dismissed to go play in the snow and be an obnoxious little brat. The way she's trying to get attention here, where she's staring right into the camera, like,
she's a monster. I can't believe, I was shook later when Kody's like, I think that my 7-year-old is the coolest person alive. I'm like, you want to hang out with her. You do.
I was shocked at this. And this is like a different parenting thing where maybe someone might be like, oh, I'm sure they reprimanded her. They talked with her when the cameras are on. No, I, as a parent, would want the camera to get me catching this behavior. Like I would never want anyone else to be like, she's going to let that shit go. I would be on top of that. Give me the shovel. And I promise my parents, before they murdered me for doing this, I would have been shoveling that driveway until I moved out to go to college. Like that would have been my job.
Yeah.
Is from now on, you're shoveling that snow.
Yep. Like during a blizzard, you're out there every 10 minutes, making sure that it doesn't accumulate.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, I'm at a 358.
My tongue. If I get angry, this is no longer going to be fun for anybody. I got to be really careful to just make sure my kids are enjoying my company while we're doing the work together.
No, stop. I'm sorry. I know I'm stopping a lot, but like as a parent, I have to stop.
Go on.
That your job is to make sure that, what did he say? That my kids
are enjoying their experience when they're around.
I have to be really careful. Just make sure my kids are enjoying my company. No, that is like, my job is to make sure my kids are enjoying me. No.
No, but do you see like how that's more just coded language that Robyn tells? Like I think he's also
that's saying I don't want to make my kids upset. I need to give them a fun, happy experience at all times.
He's also, what he's not saying there is because my other kids, like these are the golden kids. I need to make sure that they enjoy. I feel like everything he says, there's always a little bit of a diss toward all of the betrayers. So, and I think that this is also, he's parroting what Robyn is constantly telling him. Like, you need to make sure that the kids are always loving you. Enjoy.
Yeah, you need to make sure. Yeah, make sure that you're giving the kids a good time. Make sure that they're finding you enjoyable. Absolutely,
because if they don't, they're going to move out. We're not going to have this whole dream scenario that you're somehow getting.
My job is to raise you to not be an asshole, so that I get to enjoy you when you're a grown up.
Yes, yeah.
That's my goal. Is to make my job easier later on in life so that you are not an asshole, that you can sustain yourself and be a good human. And I don't have to hear about you being an asshole.
But here's the point.
They have this parenting all wrong.
Catherine says he speaks like he never spends time with them. Like, that's another thing, is these are all so fake that it is blatantly clear that they don't spend time. I don't think Kody is actually a present father at Robyn's. I think he's there physically in the house, but
he's there for the fun activities.
Yeah, but I don't even know. I feel like Brianna doesn't want to hang out with them. She's off doing her own thing. And I don't know what Aurora's playing the guitar downstairs. I don't know. I feel like Cody's just in a bad mood a lot. And it's the energy of the house is very much like in the 1950s where it's like, Daddy's
keep
home.
Daddy happy.
Don't say anything. Just give him his dinner. I feel like that's very much the energy at the She-Ra Chateau.
Oh, for sure. Pace has a really good comment here. I feel like he was saying that because these kids are loyal, so he makes sure that they have a good experience.
Another dig at the other kids. I always am hearing that everything he says, he's also speaking to the older kids, to his kids who have left. He's always
okay.
I think he's very.
I'm gonna listen in that way. Because I've been listening as like, and this was very, Robyn's told him, make sure you give the kids an enjoyable experience because you want to make sure that, that's how you build a relationship with them. You have to make them happy, where it's like the other way. No, you have to teach your kids how to be uncomfortable and unhappy because guess what, babe? As my mom, ever since I was little, I always remember her saying this, and maybe she went a little too extreme too, but, life's not fair. Get used to it. Like it will never be fair.
But yeah, the way Kody and Christine does this too, that everything Christine says is very much, well, I'm saying this to Kody. Like every single one of her Instagram posts, hashtag just be there. All right.
Present dad. Yeah.
Present dad. Just be present. 4:11, I'm at.
Okay. This as she's staring into the camera. Not cute. No one's watching you sled. Bye. That's what Kody does during the day. He drives his kids to school.
Yeah, and then goes to the casino, drives around. He's Kathy Griffin's husband.
Yes.
Drove around. And then all the money is just not accounted for. I just kind of spent it.
Yep. Yeah.
We're back at Meri's house. The most God, just every room in our house is so unwelcoming. And I know she's moving, but still, these two chairs that she put out for them to sit on,
cold.
Cold.
Mm-hmm. Cold and empty.
It must be so echoey too, because there's no rugs down or anything.
No.
So it's just it's like an old church.
My empty living room. Yeah, why is it empty? I'm giving stuff away. Have a seat. You are? Yeah, I'm moving. Okay, let's sit down because it's a lot. I'm moving. You know what? Good for you. Last year, it was in the spring, I decided, you know what? I just need to move and get up there.
You know, I just noticed is that I guess we're just going to completely skip over the entire Janelle having skin cancer storyline.
Oh, yeah.
It's removed here. She has some like Vaseline on it.
Yeah.
We're just not going to talk about that. We're going to watch Aurora getting her ears pierced, but not like a full-on, like, I had to get skin cancer removed from my face.
Right. That's a good point. Come on, Janelle. That's what we would have asked on our podcast interview.
What about skin cancer?
Yep. Get your yearly checks. Two of my friends. Hold on. Breaking news. Time out. Richard Allen found guilty of all charges in the Delphi double murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty much like set. Well, nothing's really set in stone, I guess, ever. What was I going to say? I had to reschedule my past 4 pap smears because it was like period, cortisone shot same day.
Ooh,
so I still haven't gotten my pap
can't do
smear.
that.
Yeah.
No, get your yearly skin checks. Please. I know 2 friends, one died of skin cancer, a guy I grew up with, and then I had a friend who had skin cancer, little tiny like mark on her ear. You barely saw it and had to get like part of her ear taken out. Anyway, get your yearly checks. Anyway, sorry. I have to take every opportunity to do that because like no one goes to their dermatologist and gets a yearly exam.
When I get my pap smear, I'm already going to be feeling like a big fat whale. You might as well just check out every inch of my body at this point.
Yeah, do it.
I'm at 4:57.
And like it's a lot of back and forth. Okay, so you're going to live there full time? Yeah. this is a little bit weird. Kody and I are now officially done.
It's not weird, Meri. Not weird at all.
Sounds with him.
It was actually weird you were together.
I'm like, oh. And then I thought, it's about damn time. I think Meri is loyal to a fault. And I think she is kind of that dog that keeps coming back because they're loyal. Not to say Meri's a dog. But I think she just has that kind of
you just called her a dog.
Finally, she just reached her end. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. What are you doing?
Meri's medicated. Like, I'm glad that we discussed that she was probably like taking edibles, stoned off her ass. Because she has that energy here. Just her eyes are just very like chill.
Mm-hmm.
She went heavy on the eyeliner as well, but it's a chill Meri.
She might have had like a little, I don't know, a little sour apple schnapps in her coffee that morning. She's a little
gross. Tucker, but 99%.
Oh yeah, Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh God, in her milk, like just something. I just feel like Meri does not know how to mix drinks.
I was watching the White Lotus last week, and the one guy's like getting like super wasted, and I swear, like whenever I see people drinking on TV, I don't even get like I don't ever want to drink, and it's not even because like all these bad things will happen. All I'm seeing is just heartburn. Like every time someone even takes a drink on camera, I'm like that. I can feel the heartburn of that. This guy's like pounding 5 whiskeys. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah,
I'm on lifelong daily heartburn meds now.
Really? Good for
yeah, and
you.
if I miss one, then it's like I get immediate heartburn. Like every day at like 7 a.m. I have to take this.
Hey, make that appointment with that internist while you're making your appointment for your dermatologist. Lots of good tips here today.
Lots of good tips. All right,
check that out for your GI. Yeah.
There's not anything really. I'm free. Like Savannah's. What do you mean by free? Kody and I have officially said, even though this was the understanding, I officially said it's not working. Really? I just think I need something different. You happy? I am. I'm peace. I'm at peace. Good. So, how about you? Yeah, I'm all right. Okay. I'm all right. Plugging through.
Meri's being a bitch on purpose, and I don't know why.
Janelle's like, okay.
Yeah, she drove over here. Meri's just being cold just because it's Janelle.
I bet Kody knows like the production schedule. So I bet Kody sees that Janelle's about to film something at Meri's house. So he called Meri and was like, that bitch Janelle's about to come over there and I need you to stay on our side. You, me, and Robyn, right? Right? Against them?
Yeah, I don't know what she's up to. I met her the other day and she's been talking about
100% that's what happened. 100%. Also, they can see the production. So I guarantee you there's been a discussion between her and Kody before this.
And Meri, even though, like, yeah, she divorced Kody and she'll make, whatever, farmers only, she's out dating and she's not married to him anymore. But she does want Kody she still cares if Kody likes her or not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it.
She wants Kody to like her.
We all kind of want the person that like hates us to like us, like, or that's unattainable.
No. I mean, like, I can think of one person where I don't give a fuck how they feel about me. Like, I truly am good.
That to me, yeah.
I don't care. Like, if you like me, if you hate me, if you're putting like hexes on me, don't care. But Meri really does. She wants Kody and Robyn to be like, oh, but Meri's really nice. We'll call up Meri. Yeah. She's got to get over that.
Well, hopefully she does. By the way, on the Heather McDonald interview, Janelle does spill kind of this, where Heather's like, do you and Meri like ever like team up about stuff? And Janelle says, oh, actually later on the season, you're going to see we teamed up about something. And it's really neat. It's really nice. So I feel like that's this, right? It has to be this.
But this isn't strong enough for me.
Well, I don't mean no. I mean, not this scene, but I feel like it has to be about the property. Like they worked together.
I hope so. Ooh,
money back.
Anya Gallant Dunkel says Meri is such a pick-me girl. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, she's Sheena. Sheena Shea.
Yeah, even though he doesn't want me, I still need to be in his good graces and that like
Yeah.
we're cool. And the part of the reason she's doing that is part of it's Meri and part of it's she is still like has a thing for him, but she just wants the opposite of whatever Janelle and Christine are doing. She's going to say the opposite.
She's just very much not a girl's girl. She's the girl that will like.
Well,
all
what
her
about with
friends.
Jen?
I think she would screw over Jen in a heartbeat for a man. You think 100%. Yeah. She's that girl in high school that like the second she gets a boyfriend, like all her friends, like bye.
Yeah, you don't go out that much anymore.
No.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
like, because she wants to be the person that's like, oh, I'm actually better with guys. I actually don't really have a lot of girlfriends. I just get along better with guys. That would be me.
Yeah. Yeah, I speak like guys. You know, I just
Girls
like
are too
communicate in
much
the same
drama.
ways.
Yeah, girls don't get me.
Girls are a lot of drama. That's so true.
Yeah,
I just
and
see
all
what's
her
on
guy
mind.
friends are like, oh, Meri's coming.
Well, wait.
Which is how it
I mean,
is
that's
with
assuming Meri has guy friends.
Well, that guy with the hoodie.
Sweatshirt. She has hoodie, but no one else. Who else?
Blair.
I think he stuck around for the reveal, and then he was out of there.
Right.
He's not laughing with these chicks. Okay, let's proceed. Sorry about that.
It is weird, but it's not necessarily bad. Yeah. You think? You feel? I wish things, in the family could have gone a different way. But yeah, me too. It's just sad.
I hate that Meri is comfortable just being like,
yeah. She came over here to talk to you about something serious. She's being like very open with
asking
her
questions.
current situation and all that kind of stuff, which Janelle has never shared that kind of stuff with Meri before. So throw her a bone, Meri.
Yeah, this
Not
is
that
like,
I'm saying Mary's a dog. Not that.
oh God, no.
But
last night, that meet and greet that I had with the dog, this is how it was. All the people were just looking at me like, I'm like, and I was like,
what do you have for me?
Any questions for me, or do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself? Do I need
you're
to
here to impress me?
Yeah, Mary's just
because she still thinks like she's up here and they're down here because she's still in Robyn and Kody's good graces, as if that's a good thing.
right. And it's like Janelle is doing you a favor by coming down to your level for this conversation for your sake, bitch.
Right? We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, as Tyra said.
I'm at 6:45.
Me that
Got one of those
after all
6:45.
this time and all the effort that we put into it, that it just didn't work out. Like, I wish that we would have held it all together. It's sad, and it's really heartbreaking to see the way Kody is estranged from the majority of his children, too. And it's all very heartbreaking. So I wish that had gone something else had happened. I've suspected that Janelle and Kody were going to split up. It's just really sad. I don't think that any of the three of us, me and Janelle and Christine, came into our marriages and this life together thinking that this is where we're going to end up. And I also have every confidence that things will work out how they're meant to be for us. I came because we have this
go.
And the note is due in 75 days. And if we don't make it, he can repossess the whole thing. The whole thing? The whole thing. Even the parts that we've got paid off? It's basically we will lose it. Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about that.
You idiot. Dummy.
Okay.
Because Kody's already prepped her on this.
Yes,
Cody's already
you are
prepped
so
her.
right. You're 100% right. Kody called her and was like, she thinks you're going to take the whole thing, but he's not going to take the parts that we already paid off. And Janelle's like, it's a contract. Yeah. You sign a contract. Of course they can take it back. Why wouldn't he? Why would he give us part of the land and then have a hell of a time trying to sell the part right next to, of course. And she's so, it's the way she says it too.
Yeah,
It's so
just her
dismissive.
facial expression, just.
She's like, I've done research on this for the past 7 years, Meri, or however long they've lived there, right? Yes, and Meri's like, wait, they can't. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, we'll take it from Janelle, who has fully researched this, not Kody, who she's telling you to. And this is where you can't feel bad for Meri, because even when they're serving it to you on a silver platter, you're being a bitch about it.
I'm at 8:05.
No, I've been talking to Kody about this for years, and he keeps putting me off, saying he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money. Well, I know we've had like a lot of other bills and stuff like that needed to be covered and stuff. Well, there was been money if we prioritized it. I think I have been under the impression.
Ooh, that was kind of a dig at Meri too. If we'd prioritized it, because your house is fucking insanely big too. Except I don't think that anyone donated to Meri for her house. That was all Meri.
No, and she might have said that too. That like, yeah, she's, she's getting the bigger house, and who knows? Maybe she writes a lot of that off for her business. But even that, it doesn't matter. I mean, Meri just likes to have a big house. She has that like. She has to have bigger and better than other people. It's in her personality. But if she wants to pay,
so unlikable about that to me, doesn't it just make her? It's an unlikable quality to me.
But it kind of makes sense in that upbringing. Like if you were in an upbringing where everything was like community property, and there was tons of kids, and you were first wife, and then you had this like awful marriage where you're trying to compete for your husband's attention, and especially with like material things. Kody is materialistic. He's said that. So if she keeps the best and the nicest,
that's a good point.
She's just got it in her. But I mean, my God, she's so awful to Janelle.
Yeah, because she just talked to Kody. You have to keep that in your head. She just got off the phone.
Yeah.
Many years that you're the one who's been the one that's been taking care of all the family finances. All I am is the bookkeeper. I am beginning to realize
she doesn't believe Janelle.
That I the money. And trust me, if I really was, we would be in a very different position. I'm going to suggest to you that you protect your interest in it as far as what you're entitled to, a quarter of it. So we bought these 4 lots when we moved here to Flagstaff at Highwood Pass with the intention of dividing them up into 5 pieces of property and eventually building on them. We're now at the point in the next couple of months that we need to pay it off. I don't think that there's really any need for protection. Don't you think that we have each other's backs as far as that goes? No, I really don't. Would Kody and Robyn really go into this thinking maybe we should get all the property? I don't think they're going to screw us over.
Like, that's crazy to think that. How do you not think that?
Meri of anyone should know, like, I don't think they would really do would they really do it like this? Okay, so Meri of anyone should know. Here's a current picture of the property that we're going to be talking about. So how it's divvied up. What's the one name that's on every property there?
Well, it's Kody. I'm actually surprised Robyn's not on the other 2. Because Janelle was like,
she doesn't have to be, because Kody and Robyn are legally married.
Yeah,
Meri knows better than anyone the perks of that legal marriage is that anything Kody's name on, Robyn's is going to be on too. So for her to be like, I don't think would they really do this? They don't have to do anything. It's already done. It is all theirs.
How do you not see what they've done? They've been pulling the long game since your divorce. Jesus.
Yes.
I don't necessarily believe that. Do you not have my back? I will watch out for you, but I just want to make sure, Meri, this is really your entire estate. I'm just telling you that you should be aware of what's going on. Tell me what's going on. I don't know. You are one piece. And right. You and me and Kody are on one of these. And you're on none of the other pieces. She technically is entitled to a quarter of the value of the property. Her name is only on one piece.
Yep.
And it's in conjunction with Kody and I. So if worse comes to worse and it's sold, she probably won't get a quarter.
Okay, can we pause it for just a second? Sorry. Just this land stuff is really interesting.
Sun's coming in over there on Jody.
I know. I'm going to pull that down in a second. Okay, but first we got to look at this thing. Okay, so
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
Yes. Okay. So if we're looking at this, we have Kody on. Okay. So Kody and Robyn like own what, half or more than half, because these two. So just the location of the second and the fourth, they knew what they were doing when they were buying or claiming those two lots, because they know that, let's say Janelle builds on the furthest lot. They know, oh, if Janelle builds there, she probably never would, because we're going to be right next to her. And then if you look at the Meri, Janelle, Kody land, Meri or Janelle would probably never build there because Kody and Robyn are on either side. So they absolutely strategize which lots they were going to claim as their own in order to discourage Janelle or Meri to build on the land. And they were banking on the fact that they're going to do what Meri is doing and be like, well, it might just be too much trouble. And like, maybe, they can just have Coyote Pass, because are we going to really build on it? Oh, it was all strategy to pick those lots, obviously. And why would Kody, if it was going to be the wife and that wife's children's inheritance, why would Kody's name need to be on all those pieces of property? I mean, I get
man. I promise that's his reasoning. I'm the man, so I should be.
Yeah. I mean, I get the reasoning, like, oh, okay, well, he's, part owner on it, but or like for financing reasons, right?
Yeah.
Where they needed both their names or whatever, but he could still like quit claim his name off of it, and those parcels be just Robyn's, just Meri's, just Janelle's. That is absolutely possible. So there's clearly a reason why. And also just look at these plots. Look at Kody's and Robyn's on the far right.
Meri look at this and think to herself, Kody's not going to try to screw me over. It's right here in front of you. That's exactly what this is a picture of.
Yeah, look at Kody and Robyn's, that far right property. First of all, biggest. And remember how valuable the trees were?
Yes.
It's half trees, half open land. Like clearly that's the best lot, and the pond that's not a pond. So that in and of itself seems to be like the most valuable property. Also the property that's closest to the road and the cistern that they put in. So it's probably gonna have the best water pressure, blah, blah, blah.
Is that the cistern in that picture? That white thing? Or the tree there?
I thought the cistern was along the road, but I think the cistern's also underground. But then obviously they didn't care that they were taking the smallest property. Let's call that plot 2, like the second one in from the left. They were like, well, again, that was just a strategy plot to distract Janelle from building on either property.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Ew.
So they were like, well, it doesn't fucking matter. And let's just say, here's the other thing I was thinking about. If Janelle decided like, okay, well, I don't want to be smack dab in the middle of the property because maybe they'll build on either side of me. If Janelle took lot 1 or plot 1, far left, then it still leaves Kody and Robyn all that land, like the 80% to the right, those 3 lots.
Yep.
Like they really.
Why did Janelle agree to this though? That's where I'm kind of like, well, Janelle, I know you're considering yourself like the bookkeeper or whatever, but like, come on. I don't know anything about business or property, but I can look at that and say, oh, they're clearly trying to screw them.
Yeah, this is all awful. It's awful. It's all bad. And for Meri, I mean, like even if I put this in front of my kids, they would be like, oh yeah, well.
You don't even need to be able to read words. You're just saying, oh, there's 4 plots that are not equally distributed at all.
Yeah.
At all. We're at 10:15. By the way, permission to maybe when we get to Christine and David, just blast through the house hunters part of this.
Yes.
Forward they're at. Okay. Unless you, but I know that you like I actually like shows like that.
If there's certain things, but most of that was just stupid boring.
What sink would you use?
house
I
serves.
feel like in the morning when I wake up, like if this was my sink, I would go to that sink. So yeah, it's a good sink.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but I realized I never want to know what side of the bed David sleeps on or which sink he uses or how
like,
or when or where he washes his hands
hair.
after he shits. I don't want to know these things about David. I don't.
Personal. I don't want to see what their bedroom looks like.
I want to know where his gray pubes end up. No.
10-15.
Ugh.
It might all smooth sail. And then I mean, I would assume that if you, me, Robyn, and Kody all came together and put money in, we could pay it off, don't you think? Yeah, but Kody keeps telling me he doesn't have money. Kody's always been very creative in his financial
Jesus, Meri.
situations. You know what I mean? When you've got a big
Closing the blinds, Amanda.
I figure. I can hear it.
Situation where you need to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Like, I get that. Like, everybody does that sometimes. I feel like everybody in the family has a different opinion about the other person about what has been happening with the finances. And I don't know which of it is true. I'm not going to take sides. I'm not going to be in the ex-wives club. I'm not in the Kody and Robyn
See, and this
club.
is how Kody set it up to her. Is that okay? Oh, there she is. Well, no, she's still there. Kody set this up. What are you fucking doing? Kody set this up to
It was a real Janelle moment. Who knew?
the sideways. Kody went being like, this isn't going to be about the property. You have to think of this as whose side are you on? It's not about the properties. This is. So that's why Meri is saying, I don't know what's happening here. She'll be back. That's why Meri is saying like, oh, I don't want to worry about like the properties because I don't want to pick sides. It's not about sides. You need to pay off your damn land. It's so sad how much Kody like has her just wrapped around his little finger.
You kicked me out.
Yes.
You kicked me out. Why?
No, I didn't kick you out.
Oh, I like in my hands. I thought you kicked me out. I was like, oh,
no,
shit.
it kicked you out.
Okay.
You left.
The whole group decided I'm done. I
Get
close the
out.
blinds and everything changes.
I'm at 11:08.
We would have to all come together. I'm not concerned about that. Okay. I guess she just still thinks Kody's going to take care of her. I don't expect Kody to take care of me, but what I do expect is for him to be a gentleman. Janelle and
Based on what behavior have you ever seen that would prove that he would be a gentleman about anything?
A gentleman. Well, I can tell you, even like the most gentleman during a divorce and property dispute,
when money is involved.
No, and also like I'm not
real quick.
I'm not saying this in Meri's defense at all, or I'm sorry, in Kody's defense at all. But he doesn't owe you to be a gentleman.
Yeah,
like you guys are not together anymore. Just like Janelle and Christine are not expected to be civil or or like super sweet to him. No. And Marsha, great point. When has he ever been a gentleman?
Like literally never.
Yeah. And as Janelle said, and as people are saying here, like this is just about money. Like whether it was Kody and Robyn or you and me, it's just about like laws and money and what
Kody
is due
has it
to
in
you.
Meri's head. It's not. It's about us versus them.
Oh, wait, hold on. Really, I'm sorry. Last thing. Voice of Noggin? It says, quote, I wish I never even married her. What a gentleman.
God, for Meri to like, he really bamboozled her again because this whole season she's like, well, I'm going to trust Kody. And then meanwhile, he's saying he's being meaner this season than he was last season.
But Meri's the cool girl. She's not going to be like those other bitches that left and got divorced.
I'm not like all those.
I've always been the cool one, Kody. Look, I'm easy breezy. Meri is easy and breezy out of all of them, right?
Of course, yeah, just chill. 11:30.
Okay. I expect him to be fair with us. I feel like I better protect myself.
Look at Meri's dumb fucking
Sorry
face.
that you feel like that.
Sorry that you feel like that. I just don't even know what I would say back to that.
Sorry. Sorry you feel that way.
Ew, even you doing an impression of it like made me so angry and upset. Sorry.
Yeah, who responds that way? That sucks. Sorry you feel that way.
It's just such an invalidating comment too, to have you lay it out and saying, sorry you feel like that. Because it's saying, well, that's not actually how it is.
Well, and it's kind of condescending, like, ooh, that must be tough you're not able to like deal with your emotions and all that. That sucks.
It's 100%. I am sorry that I made you feel that way. Meri is, not a girl's girl. Meri, you got
And as Sarah said, how is she a life coach? How is this worthying up?
Yeah, this is gross. This is really bad, Meri.
This is the opposite of worthying up. This is just like giving in. This is giving in.
Yeah. This is saying like, well, he knows best.
Yeah.
I'll just go along with him.
Yeah.
11:40.
Well, I mean, I think it's just to be logical. This
Yeah.
is very uncomfortable. This is very awkward for me. I still don't know if I can trust Meri to not go right back and report to Kody about this conversation.
Oh,
She
absolutely.
obviously
she
did. She probably, honestly, because Meri's so guarded in this conversation, Meri probably has her phone on, and it's like tucked under her chair.
Recording it,
kind of, or like Kody's just on the line. That's why Meri's being so guarded.
Well, I'll tell you what. If every time I would talk to Kody, I would be recording conversations.
Yeah, I did that at the end of my relationship with Bacon Fingers over there. Remember, I had all those recordings like with his like wife and like him. Like on like
I should probably do a little search to see how things are going.
No, I don't want to know.
But probably not.
Unless he died, I don't care. Because then at least the world.
I was just gonna say, like as I was saying that, I was like, oh, I'm already tired.
Yeah,
I'm already tired just thinking about doing that.
I don't care. I'm at 11:56. Okay, let's go ahead. We're moving ahead. I saw some kissing. So here we go. We're in Salt Lake City, 12:18. They're hot off of seeing Little Mermaid at the Hale Center Theater.
Right.
The Christmas spectacular.
They're listening to the like the Hercules soundtrack in the car or something.
David and I live apart, and I'm done with that. So we're going to live together, and we're going to go house shopping. We're looking at houses, and we're moving in together, like permanently buying a house, not just renting. We're going to get a house together.
Great.
Gwendolyn has an engagement party in Flagstaff, and she's invited us to come, so of course we're coming.
I'm glad that I think it's funny that the editors are like, okay, we'll have Christine say that, so they actually stay tuned. They're like, we're gonna show you that, but first you're gonna have to watch me and David look at a bunch of houses. But later on in this episode, you're gonna see the Gwendolyn thing.
God, imagine how much I just thought about this. The editors from all this footage, like I'm sure they're mic'd up and maybe they have like, the little cam in the car or even just what's on the cutting room floor, the amount of
the audio of it. Just the sound guys like track.
Yeah. Like all the come on, baby. Oh, I really like that, baby. That's really good. Oh, babe. Oh.
I didn't even think of that. The hot mic.
What's been cut out?
Oh no. 12:44.
Before we go, though, we do want to see if we can find a place, and if we don't, we'll go ahead and keep looking afterwards, though.
Oh, good.
There's our girl.
Wendy Fullwood.
So this is it.
I'm sure she didn't get made fun of for that last name.
That's what she said, right?
Fullwood. Actually, that's a good nickname. I would embrace that. I'd be like, yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. That's what you want. Better than the opposite.
A long time ago in high school, there was a guy and his last name was Alcock. And then when you're going through attendance, they'd be like Alcock, and you go, that I am, sir. Like, so if I were a man and my last name were Fullwood, I would just answer that I am.
There was a girl I went to school with named Ainsley Butt.
Oh, Butt. There was a girl and a secretary. Their last name was Urine.
Oh, yeah.
But it was spelled differently, where I feel like if you had that, I would lean into like a urine or like a urine or something.
Yeah. Right, here's his name. I lost it. But it exists in such a specific part of my voice.
It's because it's a little high. It's like it's a.
Yeah. Once I hear it, I'll be able to do it again.
Okay.
So we have a lot of kids, so a long driveway is good, but it does mean snowblower. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. We went to home.
Also, is there a water tower in their front yard there? Did you see that?
This isn't where they get the house, right?
Okay, good. Okay.
Anyway, so this is all irrelevant.
Kids to come hang out in.
By the way, I'm always very conscious of the fact that Ace and Caitlin have pointed out that like David's pants are always super saggy, like especially around his ass. Is all I ever fucking look at now, and I wish they hadn't pointed that out. Because all I can see is like how saggy his pants are, and how his like he just has no ass at all.
I have a flat ass too, so yeah.
Hey, I'll trade with you. I'm at 1309.
But not live with us. Cute.
I like the big countertop for a lot of cooking.
I like the
We
countertop
do.
for a lot of
For a lot of cooking.
You know what I don't like is just a regular stove. You need a double stove.
There's not 2 stoves.
Well, then you buy a new fucking stove.
Second
And I think
day,
he meant oven, not stove.
Yeah.
spend the rest of my life with. My dad met my mom, and then
No one
7 days
cares.
later, he asked her to marry. So I think that's fast. I think we're slow at our rate.
Are you we would have our own sink kind of a person, or would you share sinks?
Well, there's
Also, that would be crazy if you just didn't have your own designated sink. Wouldn't that be weird?
If
It
you
was just
have 2 sinks.
that's like a side of the bed,
course.
like switching up your side of the bed. That's like crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't. Well, and like all your stuff is at that sink.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, would you then be like walking down to, or you just have
Some
all
people live in a
it in
house
one
with
area?
chaos and the just shit's kind of everywhere. So, again,
Yeah,
might be a more
yes.
blissful way to live. No anxiety. Okay, let's.
You automatically.
So
just
that means
always
you
go.
take both of them. So
No.
whatever's left, I get.
No, that's not how it's gonna work. No. I know what side of the
Babe.
bed David likes to sleep on. I don't know like his daily habits. Because if we sleep over at the other person's house,
Can't wait until she gets her first like early morning throat clearing.
Oh. Walking in on David using his neti pot, like, just like. Although, can I just do like a little, and obviously I shouldn't even preface this with, we're not getting any kickback. We're not sponsors for this. But definitely if you have like any sort of nasal issues, congestion, whatever, get yourself a Navage, like a nasal. It's like a neti pot, but it kind of like very, very gently like shoots it up and over, and then it like sucks it out into this little thing. So it's like a neti pot with like the tiniest bit of suction, and it's amazing.
Oh,
Works
suction,
miracles. You can use it, like kids can use it too. It's like doctor recommended. Get your yearly skin checks. Nasal.
Pap smears.
What is going on? Okay, I'm shutting up. All right, let's get through this, house owners.
in the morning we leave. So it's just, I don't know, like when he gets
Ooh, what a
ready,
slut.
what you would prefer. Yeah, I don't know. It's just fresh and new. Like, if you're going to go to the bathroom and you came to wash your hands, would you always go to the same sink, you know? Or would you use both
Well, if
sinks?
my stuff was over there, then I
You'd
go
always
to
do
that
that
sink.
one. Okay.
We knew what
No
we
one wants
wanted.
to hear about him
The
pissing. This
realtor's
is very
like-
McKelty.
Yeah. Oh
No.
yeah.
No.
No. No, we weren't moving fast.
Nice. Well, this is enough for my stuff. Where are you going to put your things?
Yeah.
How many times do you use that joke at every house? Well, the closet looks pretty big. Where's your closet? What are you gonna order?
Well, this will be my bathroom.
Yeah, it's
And then one of them climbs into the bathtub and they're like, I can do all of this, which I think is the grossest thing ever, that you are climbing into someone else's bathtub.
oh yeah. I probably
Would
do
you
that.
want someone to come over to your house and just sit fully clothed in your bathtub?
I don't really give a fuck.
Ew, I don't want to go into someone
Walter in
else's
there.
bathtub. Boo. Well, yeah, but he's like yours. I don't want to go through someone's house and get into their bathtub. Like they're like
Yeah, what's gonna
dead
happen?
skin cells are in there and like probably some dried cum or something. Like there's disgusting things in that bathtub.
Yes, you're not gonna die.
I don't know how you're still alive at this point. Like, how have you
I have
not
such a good
contracted
immune
something?
system from being disgusting.
Okay, well, let's proceed.
I mean, so let's fast forward.
In my home, when like Kody, I gave him a large portion of my closet. I've seen David's closet. David does not have a big closet in his house where he lives now. You guys have less clothes. Let's just be honest. They just have less clothes. And David does not have a lot of clothes. He has a lot of hoodies. So I know you said
no one cares.
Yes.
Does this one have that? This one, we only have the 2-car garage. It does? Yeah. Okay. It does have a bigger lot, but it's kind of unusable space.
Yes.
The next one we're going to look at, it only has a 2-car garage also. Okay. So that's all right. Let's look at it and see if you like the floor plan. Okay. From there. I did everything on my own in my house in Vegas. I picked out everything, and everything now is a discussion. And I have to kind of slow down.
That is hard.
You think about this and ask David too. So it ends up being just a real partnership and a couple picking out a home versus just being used to doing it all on my own. House number 1, it's a no. So this is it right here. Yes, this white nice corner lot. This yard's much better. I
like the entrance here.
Oh,
it needs shutters, but it's really cute.
Yes.
That's a big island.
Yes, and there's this one has 7-Elevens. This is already awesome.
Maybe is this
why is Christine screaming?
Yes.
This is so boring.
This makes sense.
We're about 5-6 weeks in, and we start talking about living together. I'm the type of guy, if you suggest something, I'm not going to procrastinate on that part. I like to lay out this place. It's a little
sounds like kind of a chaotic way to live life.
I'm the kind of guy that when you ask me to do something, I do it.
Yeah.
I'm not procrastinate on anything.
Okay, but
I really want to know what he's like. When he's off camera.
I think he's exactly like this.
I mean,
again, it's showing you the standards for men. Is that he does seem like a nice guy, great guy, but just the fact that he just shows Christine that he like loves her and that minimal things, and she is blown away by this guy. Like, damn.
I mean, I do think they're going to work out because they both want.
I think they will. Yeah, I think they do love each other. But yeah, I think he is exactly. I think he is exactly this guy, and that's fine. Because again, that's all Christine wanted was bare minimum, just attention and respect.
Yeah. I do have to say though, she made a really good point, and this was like the only thing of this house hunting thing that I was like relating to, was that you do get used to like doing things on your own, and just doing it. You don't have to like talk with anyone. And even though like between the time that I, was divorced and met my current guy, it wasn't like crazy long, but still like over years and years of marriage where you are doing everything, like the child rearing, the cooking, the cleaning, the planning, the everything. You do get in a mode where like, you don't have to talk with anyone, which is a great thing. Like you don't have to.
Janelle said this too, that like, well, whenever Kody did come over, it disrupted everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now,
but like now, like you want to, like I struggle with this stuff and I'm sure everyone does, right? Like you don't always have the same taste in things. And then it's really hard to be like, oh God, I had everything how I liked it. And now I have to like,
like I got to make some allowances.
Right. But David doesn't seem that picky. He just wants a sink and he just wants a garage and a 2 stoves. We'll be doing a lot of cooking.
Ain't on anything.
A lot of cooking.
I know what I want. I'm gonna get it.
Should I like fast forward this?
Just let's play it. We'll shut up. I'll shut up.
All right, I'm at 1635.
Christine.
This is my favorite room. Look how cute.
It's good in the wintertime, but in the summertime, you'll have a lot of hot air not getting out of here.
Oh my God. Okay.
It was more.
What? What are you talking about?
I don't even know if he was there when we picked out the colors.
Christine likes to complain that I didn't ever do anything with her with our house.
We saw it play out on camera, and you
At
didn't.
my home,
Yeah.
as far as what I got, he didn't really care that much.
Well, actually, in fact, he suggested that you give away your extra money to Meri. But it was the
Yeah, actually, he cared a lot during that time. Except Robyn. She got everything that she wanted. And Meri got the wet bar, and she had to have those French doors because she's not going to have sliding doors at her house. No.
I told you, Kody, I'm not living with a sliding door.
Mhm.
1708.
Very involved.
Cody's riled up.
With the design, with the layout. Christina did a lot of, honestly, we had a lot of fun together.
Yeah, I remember all that fun.
Oh.
Years of fun.
This has
Fun.
a lot of potential. The other one, not so much. This
No.
one does.
Yeah, this is a possibility, I would say. Like, I found out later how much he was involved in Robyn's home. They really planned everything together.
That's so annoying.
I just didn't think
Shocking.
that out.
God, that's so hurtful. I think this is their house,
Yeah, this
maybe.
one is a 3-car garage.
No, they don't live there anymore anyway. So.
Actually, really cute.
Mm.
Yeah, well, the setup is interesting. We get the 3-car with this one. This is interesting. This is house number 3.
Oh no, she hates the kitchen.
It's a 3-car garage. And I think we're realizing we need a 3-car garage too. All right. Huh. Whoa. Different coloring completely. That kitchen is very small, but still same.
Yeah, see?
Oh, that single oven. I'm gonna already say no on this house. Really?
No, I guess this isn't their house.
But if the kitchen is
This is what I thought they
too
took.
small. What are your thoughts
Yeah,
on
it's
it?
not. Nope.
Okay,
It's definitely the least of my 3.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'm gonna keep you.
The realtor's like, okay, are we done?
So the first house is a no.
It's like I'm just gonna go jump off that patio in the back porch.
The hunt is still on. Okay, but now we kind of know what we're looking for. We got a baseline. Yeah, bigger open space.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, let's get good. Thank you. We're figuring out what we want and what we want together. We're combining 2 lives into one. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. It just ends up being things that we want to start our life with that we realize we really, really like. I know. Can you believe we're moving in together?
Maybe think of that blue
I think
house.
it
That was
would
the nicest
feel
one.
fast if it didn't sync up so well. We had a flow. We hit a flow, and our flow was faster than other people's flow, and slower than other people's flow. It was just our flow, though.
All right, I
I've
think
had some definite cutting ties moments, like when I decided to move, when I decided to sell my house, when I decided to date. It was just moving on, and one more step away from the life that I used to live, and one more step away from polygamy and entering monogamy and entering such a secure life. And when I think,
Okay.
and I'm just wondering how I hope that Meri and Janelle, however they want to move on, I hope that they are moving on with however their future looks.
Great.
all right. Well, I think that's it. I think we're done with the house hunters. So now I
Thank
think the
God.
rest of Gwen is the tattoo party. Okay, so I had to put a Halls in my mouth. I'm very parched, probably from all that kefir that I smoked right before we started. You guys should see. That was a lot, right?
Yeah, you taught me about it. I've never heard of such a thing.
I had a bunch of keef at the very bottom of my grinder, and I let it accumulate over 2 months, and it was there's probably 2 tablespoons worth of pure powder, and
it's not the kefir, like the fermented drink, yogurt drink.
This is the powder of the weed, the finest specimen. That's why I was extra high at the beginning. If I see
And you snort that up, or
no, I just smoke it. Ew, that would taste so bad. 2013. Oh wait, no, sorry.
For the most part,
I'm at 2034. Let's do this.
we're gonna rent a home, and then David and I are going to host a little get together so he can meet Janelle's kids. So the next day is Gwendolyn's engagement party. Kody and Robyn are coming, but I know Meri's coming. Janelle's not going to be able to make it, but her kids are going to be.
Guarantee you Janelle could have made it. She has this Maddie excuse, but she's like, oh, Meri's going to be, and Kody and Robyn, and this Ted, no. And Tony's going to be there, no. Oh, Maddie.
Janelle's like, I've already heard enough from Christine about this guy, David. I'm good.
I mean, I get it. Like Janelle's like, I'm happy for her, but I'm going to wait until she, kick the can down the road a little further until we kind of settle.
Yep. Yeah. She knows how crowded it's going to be. She's like, I'll send Gwendolyn a gift.
Imagine that now, this is now 2 years after filming this. Now Janelle's on this interview circuit where now so Janelle, have you met David? She was like, greatest guy. Yeah, he's fine.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's great. She seems happy.
Cool.
Kudos.
Who knew?
Sounds great. 2052.
There. So it's just gonna be fun to have David, introduce him in just different kind of a world, I guess. Everyone who lives in Utah decided to drive to Gwendolyn and Bia's bridal shower together. 8-hour drive, all in one.
Gosh.
David,
why?
Moments to get to know all of us a little bit better.
I love traveling, so we all had a great time. Kind of nervous a little bit to meet Janelle's kids.
Janelle's kids are cool as fuck. I wouldn't worry about meeting them.
Stay in the same place and get to know each other, so this will be a good opportunity for all of us. Gabe! Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
Jesus, Christine, you're not.
Hi, baby.
Oh, Gabe's wearing his old-timey glasses, so he looks like
I know, I love his Leo Frank glasses.
And then this is Gabe, one of my boys. All right, this is David.
Nice to meet you. Nice meeting you too.
I love how the boys just grab babies. They're just like, oh, the babies. Like, it's just very sweet.
Well, these babies are saving this party single-handedly because it's like allowing Kody and Robyn to be constantly like,
oh, that's the only reason they're beelining towards babies in any scene.
And the more David and Christine talk to them, the babies are swinging. I want the camera crew to do like a little mini-sodes of following Truly and David's like other like weird like son, the one who's like still underage, and the two of them.
Oh, they're larping out in the backyard. They're doing
really
some
hanging out on
play.
the couch together in the back, very much like both of them over it. I feel like they got a story to tell.
They're between like some sort of Dungeons and Dragons match or something.
We've been kind of thrust together in this forced, like, I guess we're gonna watch our parents make out all day long, or we're in it together, I guess.
Did you hear him laughing about bathroom sinks too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That closet joke. 2201.
Rushed to get to know David because my mom and him are very serious. Gwendolyn and Bia are now engaged. Bia's cool.
Hey, Gwendolyn's wearing that shirt that my mom was wearing in that picture earlier.
Oh,
wearing like a sweater, flannel.
Matchers, Amanda.
Really, really, really sweet. We lived in Flagstaff when Gwendolyn told us that she was gay. Look, we all knew. But to see Gwendolyn's eyes just light up around Bia, and Gwendolyn is so comfortable around her. They're just cute together. Just so cute. It's always such a relief when your child finds their person.
Well, not when it's Tony.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like,
I wonder if that's what she's low-key saying. Like everyone else is fine. I mean, Tony was a really rough, like, shock to the system, but every kid that's paired off since then has been good, right? There's no other weird spouses. Caleb's old.
You don't hear any of them talk about Tony and McKelty the way that she just did, we don't hear like the way Tony looks at McKelty and the way he just, I can tell they really just love each other. They'll kind of like talk around it like, oh, they're a perfect fit.
They're made for each other.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Here's the
I had no problem with Gwen marrying a woman. Gwendolyn came out, but she wasn't as articulate about it.
Yeah, we know, because Robyn told you she should have saved it for the cameras. Yeah, we remember that.
Yeah.
Didn't forget that she said that.
And that was from Gwendolyn herself said that.
Yeah. Nothing informs Robyn's character more than that. And that 100% did happen. Because I think Gwendolyn just said that kind of in passing on an Instagram live, maybe when she didn't really realize how big this whole thing was, and that her saying that was going to really make an impact. Also, Robyn doesn't jump in and comment on it here. Funny. 2244.
She talked about how she, was attracted to both sexes. And I specifically had an experience where God said, as God said, I judge, and he told me, and you love. That's how I live if I can.
Let's eat. Do you guys want to eat?
So how did you and Christine meet?
That pizza looks good.
Pause right here for a second. Not that good. If I just drove 8 hours for this event and you're serving up Pizza Hut pizza.
I don't think it's Pizza Hut. This looks like a local an actual wood fire pizza because they're really thin on top.
I just think for Christine hosting, and I know this is not her kitchen. Or wait, is Christine hosting this?
Yeah, because
or is this at Bia and Gwendolyn?
Is this the party? I don't think they're at the party yet. Are they?
Oh, I thought this was the party.
Is this the party? Okay, well, let's see.
Yeah.
David's about to talk about how we met.
I just say, I want to see a pasta salad. I want to see some desserts. I want to see, an array of things to eat. I know that makes me sound really picky, but
I found these chocolate.
This party sucks, so give me something. At least make the food worthwhile.
I found these chocolate truffles at Shoppers Drug Mart the other day. And they were it was like, have you seen that TikTok of that guy eating that peanut butter? And he's like, that's the best thing I've ever tasted. And he starts crying. This chocolate truffle was that, and I ate the whole thing. It was probably 7,000 calories. I just sat and because I was so stoned. I ate them all. And they were all they had the powder around them. They were covered in kind of the powder.
Yeah. A coating, a dusting.
2310.
I couldn't get off of it. I don't know how to.
Gabe is such a good kid. I like him again. Okay. I mean, I've always liked him.
Yeah,
I didn't like him with the long hair. I didn't like him with the long hair. Sorry.
He was doing that for a charity. David, it's also not David has enough trouble articulating. Now let's throw him talking with pizza in his mouth.
He's not a great conversationalist.
No.
He's not good. Yes.
$60 to get on a date site.
Well, $60 worth it.
This is not a great story.
It was kind of.
I had signed up for a date site, and that's what was going good. So I let it go, and I didn't know how to delete it. And all the time I'd look at my email, and it said, "Hey, someone messaged you." In order for us to,
I don't think this is how it happened though, because your daughter tells a different version of this story.
So I
but
did
whatever.
a minimum $60.
Was it a waste? Is that?
No, it wasn't a waste. Okay, it was the best $60 I've ever spent.
That's right. He took me to see a play, and
Classy.
Had a lot of fun.
Where'd y'all see?
Little Mermaid at Hell Center Theater.
Here she says at the Hell.
Theater. Wow. Okay.
I'm like, why are you crying?
It was.
Oh, I missed that when I watched it the first time. Okay.
It was beautiful. It was a great second date.
I'm glad for you guys.
Second date. Oh.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess David met my children. So I'm like, okay, it's pretty serious. I knew that Gwen had this bridal shower coming and I was going to get a chance to meet David.
No, this isn't the party. This is just
okay. You're right. You're right.
No.
Okay, then this is fine. This is fine.
Baby started to look more imminent, so I had to hurry and catch a plane and be out there.
What do you do for work?
I do drywall. Now I've been doing drywall since 1980.
So how old are you again?
That's an art. A part.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's 9 years older.
Last night, you said I wasn't old, huh?
I hated that.
Last night you said I wasn't old, right, Christine? Remember last night? You said I wasn't old.
Right. And even just the story, I paid $60 to get on the date site, and then the best $60 I ever
Kind of got away from him because then Christine had to be like, but it was worth it, right? And
best $60 I ever.
I paid for it. I didn't know how to delete it. Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. That's what they all say.
Literally, they all say.
Also, I knew it was $60 because when my ex was cheating on me,
So funny.
I got the bill. I got the receipt, the bill for the $60.
No, Jody, you asked him about it and he said he was just trying to make friends.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, he
It's
needs
hard
to
to
have
make friends as
friends.
an adult, he said.
Yeah.
$60. That was so funny. I mean, horrifying. But like, can you imagine like clicking that and then being like, and then like seeing what credit card it got billed?
But remember, like we were already in the process of
notification.
divorcing, and then I got a thing, and I'm like, you dumbass! Like we're in the middle of divorcing. At least have your shit sent to yourself, dumbass. Oh yes, I screenshotted it, and then oh no, I got an email, and then I just forwarded it to him, and then moments
he Venmoed you money, which is like, oh my God. Whoa!
Moments later, I got reimbursed.
Your ex managed to just play avoidance throughout that whole thing was like nothing I've ever seen. Just fully, not even a gray rock, like a stone wall of like the second you found out, it was like, well, I'm just not going to talk for a week. We won't discuss
the Sunday
it.
On Thursday, I was like, so we just want to like. Oh no, he's like, so am I going to your nephew's graduation party? And I was like, no.
I'm from the basement for dinner every night though. Dinner's ready.
What had happened was it was a family vacation. We were driving back and I picked up his phone to do the GPS, like hook it up to the car. And I saw
him every time. How everyone finds out.
Some weird, I don't even remember what it was called. Some weird like dating texting app where he was dating with a bunch of like talking with a bunch of women. And I saw it come up. And then I think I just said, like, what is this? He's like, oh, it's a friend, whatever. And then immediately in that moment, I started like contacting attorneys for the 10-hour drive home. And then
wait, can I?
Yeah,
this is
of
course. Trip where some like the alarm, the fire alarm went off.
Yes.
And he stayed up all night pushing it every 10 minutes. And he took.
Oh, no. It wasn't every 10 minutes. It was every 60 seconds. So for those of you who have like pools, it's a law, or at least we were in Florida, where if you have a house that has a pool in the back, you have to have, anytime the door opens, an alarm goes off in your house, and you like press the button, and then you can open the door. In the middle of the night, our Airbnb, the alarm started going off. So I was like, what the fuck, whatever. It was 2 or 3 in the morning. So in order to make the alarm beeping go off, you have to press the button. So I'm pressing the button. I'm trying to contact like the property managers and no one's answering. No one's whatever. So I would count from 2 or 3 in the morning until we finally got like the property maintenance man at 8. Remember? And actually I recorded it. I still have the video of me pressing it. So I was just sitting there against the wall. And like at second 58, I would count to 50 and then I'd press it. And then I'd start all over, press it.
We recorded when this had happened, but you still hadn't found out about the cheating yet. And so there is an episode, could not tell you when it is, but it's probably a TRP or something where you're telling this story to me, like kind of as this funny, like horrible thing that happened. And my reaction is like, didn't Dave jump in and help or anything? And like, I think you were still in like the justification era where I was
man needs to sleep, Amanda.
Maybe I had to drive back home the next day. So
no. It was actually like 2 days after we went home. It wasn't a drive home yet.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. He answered the door when the maintenance man came to explain to him what a night we've had.
God. And then also the friend was from Words with Friends, just a friend.
Oh, right.
We're doing similar situations, so we confide in each other.
Yeah, I forgot what anyway, so at some point in time when he was in the basement before he moved out, which he was gonna live in for 6 years until our youngest was out of high school, we would just all live together, and he thought that would be like a really cool idea until I was like, you got to be kidding me. So $60 dating apps. It's Bumble, by the way.
It was Bumble. That's right.
So David was on Bumble. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm at 2451.
Hey, you are not old.
I don't think you're old either, baby.
David seems like a good guy for the most part, except for the rushing thing. But I can deal with that. But Christine's always been a romantic. She's always been very much about the fairy tale and the happily ever after. And I'm so glad.
I love that Janelle loves that for her.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am with all of this shit. Like, I understand the idea of love. Like, I want everyone to have that if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
But Janelle, she'll just being like, I don't want it, but Christine's always wanted the president, and she's not being like slightly passive aggressive about it and saying like Christine's a princess. She's genuinely saying Christine
like Meri would.
Like Meri would. Sorry, you feel that way.
Yep.
Go ahead here. It's gonna be another long fucking episode. I'm at 25:35. Let's blast this out.
Kody is coming to the engagement party. Now, he told Gwendolyn he wasn't coming.
Okay, so that he's not coming.
Gonna go or anything, but now suddenly he's coming.
Well, what happened is that production was like, "You're going." You're going. You don't think that's what happened?
Because Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn was upset with production, right?
Yeah, there was something with, I think, contracts there too. But so I would like to know more about that. I don't know why Gwendolyn kind of. Well, actually, to be fair, I think she like got rid of all of her stuff after Garrison passed. But
okay.
But it seems very clear that production is forcing Kody. There's no way they would have showed up if production was.
Yeah, because this is insane.
And they were 2 hours late for Gwendolyn's wedding, and I can almost guarantee you that was like they were not going to go, and probably someone in their orbit was like, "You have to go because if you don't show up, everyone's going to talk about it. Like you have to at least show up so that the internet sees that you at least made it." I know that's what happened.
Did they go to the ceremony?
No, they came 2 hours late to like Gwendolyn.
I think that's their way of being like, we don't approve of the legal or spiritual marriage, but we'll help you party. We'll help you celebrate, but we just can't.
The babies are going to be there so that I can hold a baby the whole time and be doing something.
Yeah.
All right, 25:43.
And Robyn's coming. So it adds another level of complication.
I'm at Robyn's house.
Gwendolyn is engaged. They're throwing her an engagement party, and Kody and I have been invited. We're going.
That's so nice to hear
stupid
from one of your moms. We're going, I guess.
And she's like,
that's nice. That's nice. We're invited. I guess we're going.
No, she's acting like I just going like with what Kody tells me to do.
Yeah,
I guess we're going.
Yeah, we've been invited.
I'm so sick of this innocent act.
Party. The morning of, one of my other kids just tells me, "Hey, Dad, Mom's new boyfriend's going to be there."
McAlty did.
Okay.
Or Tony.
All right, well, good to know. I tell Robyn, good to know.
I'm sure that's exactly the energy of what happened, right?
Thank you for saying this.
Robyn, just so you know, David might be there. Heads up.
Oh, good to know. Oh, yeah, that's exactly how it would go down with Adam if I was like, oh, by the way, Dave's gonna be there.
Yeah.
He would just be like, oh, okay, good to know. Oh no, he would like be like getting his knuckles like taped up. Yeah. And Robyn was just like, oh, okay. That's how Robyn responded.
Oh, sure. That's fine. I just want them to be. We're going for Gwendolyn. It's for Gwendolyn.
Yeah, this is when you say, okay, well, I'm obviously not gonna go.
Yeah, it's best for everyone involved if we don't go. But yeah.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take Gwendolyn and Bia out to lunch next week, give them a gift.
That is what they should have done. That probably was the plan. But I mean, thank God that production was like, look, guys.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. There's some people like us who are on the crew who are like, oh no.
They're showing Kody the fine print in their contract. Like you have to record this many hours away from Robyn and her stupid kid.
To which he responded, oh, okay, good to know. Good to know.
Oh, well, I didn't know that, but
yeah, good to know.
I mean, I knew nothing.
Oh, that's right.
Even the music they put with it, like ding, 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 ding.
All right. We're at the party.
It's the first time when we're all together after I left, so it's going to be awkward. I haven't seen Meri, Kody, or Robyn in a long time. We're going to be right there in each other's faces. They're right there. There's no avoiding conversations. And we have David with us. Kody mentioned it to me that the guy that Christine is dating is going to be at this party. So this is the first I've ever heard about it. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy that's with Christine. I don't know.
Okay, Robyn.
Sure.
Her dating life at all. fucking mad. I'm frustrated that
There's no way you don't know because you're obviously on social media all the time, and Christine can't keep herself and David off social media. So there's absolutely no way. Oh, I don't know anything about him.
Oh, the two of them are tossing their purple blankets around at night, just looking. Truly's there.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Also, I want to ask this. Truly, like I know Truly has this style. She's doing this kind of steampunk, 90s or like emo kind of look.
Yes.
But like, I understand that, like, and I'm not going to be like, Truly, you need to wear a dress or anything, but can you at least, even with, if that's kind of your style, isn't it okay to just be like, well, I want you to dress nice for this? Can you dress nice? Like, what's the nice version of your style? There's got to be a nice version of that, right?
Like a clean knit cap.
Like dressed up. Like we're dressing up for this event. So whatever your dress up, or is that wrong?
No, but I don't think this is a dress up event.
It's like Valentine's Day. They're all supposed to be wearing like Valentine stuff, I think.
Well, Truly loves hats. So she's going to wear a hat. It's about love.
I think Christine's like, just whatever. Just whatever you need to do. Just if you're going to come.
Listen, Christine wants to get home so she can go,
bite her lip.
Hang some drywall with David.
Drywall since 1980. Come on, babe. Let's get in the bedroom.
2702.
It's Gwendolyn's day, but so much of the focus now is going to be on Kody and Robyn until they show up. It adds on such a level of complication that is so ridiculous.
That's a Brown family door, all right. Oh,
yeah. Of being a single person. And I was not going to walk behind Kody. I am not going to go putz in, behind Kody and Robyn.
That's where she draws the line, you guys.
Yes. She just opened the door, moved out, and then went like this. Like presented them.
She came in and then proceeded to do a flourish for them as they walk in.
Like
but she's not gonna walk behind them.
In a company bow when the lead comes out, everyone like presents. This is Meri.
Oh my God, go away, Jacob just said, "Yeah, I just carpooled with them."
Right, I will walk in first, okay?
Yeah, I'll them up and drive them here, but I'm getting to the door first.
Can we discuss Meri's outfit? I love the idea of it. But you know what she needed to do? Okay. Nevertheless, she sized up, girl.
On the jacket for sure. The jacket
it's the jeans. Well, but a lot of jacket people wear jackets that don't close. But it's the jeans. If those jeans fit, this would be such a cute, comfy kind of outfit. Sassy.
Yeah, just size up.
2 sizes too tight. 2 sizes too tight.
Right. And again, it's nothing about her size.
At all. I guarantee she wears a smaller size than me in jeans.
Like, I want Meri to look freaking hot and make Kody be like, oh, okay.
Get in that motorcycle video. Or the tractor video.
Oh. That hilarious. Oh, you're talking about that hilarious video from before, right?
They see me rolling. They hate it.
No, it was Pony. Ride it, my pony. That's what that song was.
Oh, on this one?
No, on her tractor video.
Yes, but she did that bike video with Jen and Sweater Guy.
Right.
To the tune, They See Me Rollin', They Hatin'. Remember?
Oh, you're talking about that other one. Yes. The bike video.
Let's get
the
back
bicycle.
Into this episode,
yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We walk in and it's a little shocking. Maybe it'll just be they'll stay on their side and we'll just try to not bother them.
Such a victim thing to say. We'll try to not bother them.
I'm just not going to bother you.
So now the onus is on them immediately if anything goes awry. We were just trying to stay out of the way.
I'm just staying here. I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah.
This says sounds good. Okay. Good to know.
Eyes at everyone the whole time, like victimize.
What it feels like here is like we're familiar strangers. I can't imagine that for me and Robyn, this is going to be a pleasant experience at all.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Well, don't come.
I also love that they brought like a big present. Like, here's a big present.
Kody only brings big presents.
Yeah.
It's got to be the biggest box before we steal the Declaration of Independence.
Because Kody and Robyn are only comfortable with props. And McKelty's baby shower, Robyn was carrying around 2 hand weights the whole time.
Ah, that's right.
It's hard to stay close to people when you don't live next to them, so I'm always working on that. It seems so much more like sectioned off by mom now than it has, and that's really sad. It's on us to repair that and work on it. Okay, Dad, Robyn, let me tell you what's going on right now. There's a tattoo. If you want to get a tattoo, you can get a tattoo. Oh, thanks. People are getting tattoos, and I'm like, wow, okay.
I'm sure that was also your reaction. Wow, okay. Well, to each his own. No judgment from me.
They got in the car and she's like, oh, thank goodness we didn't bring Ariola and Solly.
Oh,
tattoos on lesbians. Ooh, God. They might indoctrinate them.
Yeah, this all seems so unsanitary.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a tattoo.
20 years ago, when Gwendolyn was just like a baby, I never imagined I was going to be at a tattoo party.
It's not a tattoo party, you loser.
Barely.
You're not cool enough to go to a tattoo party.
Tender there. Perfect.
Oh, look at her there.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Really such a tender spot. That was so sweet. I need to.
You can like see skin cells floating around in the air in the shot because the sun is coming in, so you can just see flickers. Ew.
You see like David sitting there eating his like pepperoni pizza with skin flakes. He's like, good, really good pizza.
Oh, give me back.
Hey, really?
I haven't tattooed myself.
A problem with tattoos for people having tattoos, but I have a tattoo phobia.
What?
Kody hated tattoos. They physically repulsed him.
Now that I'm a monogamist, I've wondered, do I get a tattooed ring on,
I do not have
He's always wanted that.
No, for sure. You love that idea.
Microbladed eyebrows.
I like that Meri admits there she has microbladed eyebrows. I mean, we know. Yeah. But great.
Yeah.
I was like, I want someone bald, tattooed, drives a motorcycle, just as a way of like just spewing it out there. But then I realized I was really attracted to all of that. Bald and has tattoos, and he also used to drive a motorcycle. Crazy. But yeah, do you want to get a tattoo? Because you totally can, yeah? Okay, there's like a line up there.
Meri's hair looks good here, I think.
This party
Yeah.
is
Right?
for
Yeah.
Gwendolyn
Yep.
and me. Hopefully everybody can just be good and not weird.
What?
Well, you're all acting really fucking
Yes.
weird, FYI.
David's my boyfriend. I think
David, my
that we
boyfriend.
were talking to each other at this party.
She really is McKelty.
Hi, David. It's good to meet you.
This is cute.
Congratulations.
Meri is right in front of the window, like as if
Like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like,
The sun. Hi, David. Nice to meet you. How did Christine?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
it's kind of weird though to hi, this is my boyfriend. Congratulations. It's just a weird word to say when you're like,
I
oh,
think
meet
this is
so and
kind of a
so.
cute conversation. It's fine. And then Meri makes that little catfish joke coming up here.
Yeah.
This is the
Yes.
first time I'm meeting David. I feel like that David was a little bit nervous. I found my mind.
I don't think he was at all. David, in fact, is one of these men that is totally comfortable. I just don't think he feels awkward. He's like Tony, but he's not as bad as Tony.
Yeah.
But the fact that it showed David kind of noticing Kody, and like, I don't think David had any anxiety in his stomach. I think he was like, see, I'm gonna have to talk to that guy. I'm gonna have to talk to that guy pretty soon.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just being that kind of person? You're not worried about the social structure of this.
Wait, so you're saying you don't think David is
I don't think he's nervous at all. I don't think he's even thinking about that. I think he's just like, I'm gonna have to talk to him at some point. He's completely comfortable. My ex was like this. But my ex was also
Really?
sociopath. But yeah, I think that David is just comfortable. And that's why he kind of conquered Tony. Because he's not trying to really impress
Okay.
everyone. Do you disagree with me?
I think he's got some feelings, but he's trying to play it cool.
Okay, but I
There's
don't think
got
he
to
feels
be.
like- I
Listen,
don't think he
he's
feels
got
uncomfortable.
truly he's got Truly in the house. He's like raising this guy's daughter and knows he's not paying child support, how shitty he treated his almost fiance. He may not be like nervous, but there's some emotions he's having to like.
Oh, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think he's uncomfortable in any way. I'm sure he hates this man.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. He's not feeling nervous about anything about himself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. Exactly. Like we would be like, oh God, I have to be prettier. I have to be thinner. I
would be diarrhea. I would be wearing a diaper because the diarrhea would just be coming on a free flow. Free flowing.
Oh my God.
30-20.
I stopped him. Better be careful about that. Oh, yeah, you're right.
That was cute.
That was good.
Joke.
That's a good Meri.
Oh man, I really like that.
Of our family separating and now Christine dating is just a little bit weird. I have only seen Christine with Kody ever, and if Janelle ever dates anybody, it'll be the same thing. And if I ever date, when, I'm not saying if, because I plan on it, just not yet. But when I date somebody, it will just be another next step of the difference in this family structure.
Yes, we're getting one too. No, she's doing one too. No. We're gonna get one too.
So what are you guys gonna get then?
New beginnings. I'll show you.
We're getting matching tattoos. They are new beginnings in Celtic.
Yeah, we're so excited.
So here it is. It's new beginnings. I think it's beautiful.
We've seen it, Christine, all over your Instagram, but
David's got this.
Love it. Love this for you.
Tattoo. So he has a ship wheel with a kraken around it with the name.
Okay, stop.
With the name.
I thought it was booger.
I thought it said booger too. Booger butt.
Really? When she said it says Wooly, I did have to go back and I'm like, wait, what? Like, huh? Is that his only tattoo?
No, I think he has other ones. I think he has. No, I saw. What was I look? Oh, I was looking. I was trying to post something for our Facebook episode yesterday, and I was looking for Christine David tattoos, and he has like a sleeve or on his back.
Okay.
He's got 31-41.
What I'll do now is every guy I date, I'll tattoo his name on my leg.
You would do that, Meri.
Like
you would.
I'm not seriously gonna tattoo guys' names on my leg.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. I like that. That's awesome. We have matching tattoos now.
You had to put numbing cream on.
Okay, Dana.
How are you doing? I'm good. I'm so good. Yeah. So
this is a nice conversation too, by the way.
Yeah.
She said, "Do you?" So and Christine said, "Yeah, I know," and she just hugged her.
Yeah, I thought that was perfect. Meri's being real cool about this thing.
Yeah, this is a very good as someone who has such crippling social anxiety. The construct of this conversation is going well because Meri made a little catfish joke, and then she's like, "We're getting tattoos," and then Meri's like, "What kind of tattoo are you getting?" Christine had it already ready on her phone, so the conversation is actually going in a real flow here. Hug, Robyn.
Aww.
I love you. I love you too.
I thought this was really sweet.
Love it. Because I don't think either of them planned to do that. I think that was just a moment of like, okay, catharsis. I'm like, period a day. I know it.
And Kody and Robyn had to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Had Meri. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That Kody and Robyn are watching this. Ooh. And they all right.
I don't know. I liked my side, but there's also things.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved so much of it. Yeah. No, I love this. I love some spots. So
I like that too, because Christine here was like, it's way better on the other side. It is. And it's not Christine pushing, you need to be in a relationship, just like
reassuring.
Yes.
You're going to be so happy.
Yeah. Regardless of whether or not you date, it's better over here. Like, join us. That's kind of,
and as Christine said it last year, she is so right where she's like, I recommend divorce to everyone.
Yeah.
I co-sign that. Like if you're seriously thinking about it, you're like, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. Yeah. I think I've said the same thing before. Like the actual process of it, like that's difficult, but oh my God, so much better on the other side.
You don't realize how bad it was until you look back. I think
and you will absolutely like rebound from everything. Like you will. You just will.
You won't be, the sadness will be gone. 30.
That's good. I know, that's good. That's good. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Like Jacob just said here, Mary's going to hear about it in the car on the way home. Guarantee you, the second Kody gets Meri around. So what were you and Christine talking about? What were you?
Yep.
What were you talking about over there?
So I saw you two getting pretty chummy over there.
Only thing on his mind, though. The rest of the party, that's the only thing in his head right now. And now Dave is going to go over and talk to him. It's going to be awful. All right, another hug. This is great. I'm glad you came, Christine said.
I don't know what's happening with her and Kody. Love being divorced. And I don't think she's there yet. I don't think she likes being divorced. I think she hoped it would have worked. I recognize
she did cheat on him.
And she did actually divorce him too. I think Meri also needs to realize like her day-to-day is not going to change an iota. Like you've already been living this. And you guys really, the only asset you have shared is that land. You don't have to worry about kids. You don't have to worry about like really income or support or, I mean, it's pretty easy. This is just I was going to say formality, but like that's even done. They got a legal divorce 10 years ago.
All right, well,
trying to cheer me on. But she and I are not in a relationship where I'm comfortable opening up to her.
You could be. You could be.
Right?
Kody has done everything he can do.
That I'm processing through. I'm also not at that place where I feel like it's better on the other side. I'm still learning what that other side is.
You're on it, babe.
I know that it was Christine. And
you are on the other side. You have been for years.
You know what's funny? I was watching this the other morning and Rob was doing paperwork. So he wasn't watching, he had his back. And someone said something, and someone in here says something about how they're 50. He was like, 50? He's like, I thought they were like in their early 30s. And he's like, it's not even because of their voices, though. It's because they just sound so immature.
Oh, like naive as to how the world works.
Just like the words, the speech pattern and the words, did you see, like they just sounded way more youthful than 50. They didn't seem like actual adults, which is an interesting thing.
Yeah, because really their maturity level, they stopped growing as a person when they got married to him at 19 or 20 or whatever. Yeah, so that's like, what they stayed.
It's an interesting take to like hear from somebody that's never seen it. Like they are very emotionally just not uneducated.
Yeah, like how Christine is with David.
Yeah, it's just more youthful and like naivete, maybe.
Well, even Meri laughing where she's like, "You think my tractor's sexy?"
Yes, like that.
You know,
50 years old.
Yeah,
talking to you.
Right.
3460.
And be in each other's life constantly. Back when I was first married, I never saw myself at an engagement party for my daughter, marrying a woman and getting tattoos at the engagement party, introducing my
Kody literally just said that
to my ex, who I used to live polygamy with other sister wives there.
Okay, we get it, Christine. Like no one can predict their future. We're good. We know how that works.
Yeah, it would have been weird if you had thought that. Kody's got a baby. So Kody and Robyn, now we're moving into the Kody and Robyn section of this party.
Cody's very busy with the baby. Very busy.
They were texting McKelty, like, make sure you're ready at the door with those babies. Because we need something to do. We need a task. All right. Bia I find interesting because I know that Bia hates Kody. So it's interesting to watch this first meeting here, or maybe not first meeting, but just like where you know that this girl probably fucking despises this man for like all the trauma that he's put through, like this woman that she loves. But just it's interesting watching the niceties and the pleasantries, like, hi, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't got my tattoo yet. I'm up next, actually. Just yeah. But you know I know she said I think like him.
I want to be in this room as soon as those three leave. Meri, Kody, and Robyn. Oh,
because you know, it was 10 seconds of silent and like no one's moving a muscle until you hear the car go.
I'm sitting next to Gabe and Hunter.
Harrison.
Like just talk. I'm just gonna listen.
So, how was that for all of you?
Oh, I love it.
All right, 34:56.
She's getting it next.
Are you guys getting matching tattoos?
No, just same spot. Same exact spot.
That would be really cheesy if you got matching ones.
That would be really cheesy if you got matching ones.
I did not catch that.
Well, I caught it real hard the first time. I don't even know if
people do that all the time. Like,
just heard that Christine was going. I think that came out of his mouth before he had the chance to stop it. I think that was one of those really petty moments where it's in his head that that's about to happen. That Christine and David are getting. It'd be pretty lame if you got a matching one.
Yeah,
don't think he even meant to say it
because he doesn't know how to make conversation with people.
No, he's just all these thoughts are right in the forefront of his head.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
There's a space that I'm in with my family.
This is weird.
Where I'm much more cautious. I'm here with my shy and pretty wife.
Ew. Sorry.
Wife.
I'm here with my shy and pretty wife. My one pretty wife.
She's shy.
What?
But she's not shy with me. What
point are you? Oh, okay. What point are you trying to make? Who are you trying to burn by saying that?
And also, Kody, just because you say she's pretty doesn't mean she is.
No. Yeah.
Like I'm like, hey, I am so happy you think she's pretty.
I'm not.
Congratulations. Also, like what?
More and more into handsome Alice with every waking day.
But shy. She's been on a documentary series for 19 seasons. I don't know if you could say like that's shy. She wrote a New York Times bestselling book about her life. I don't think that's what he's going for.
I think he's trying to say that like Robyn's prettier than the other ones, but he's not. He's just so inarticulate that
she's just a victim. She's just
follow this.
She's just pretty and shy, and she just sits there, and everyone is just so mean to her.
Yeah, and then like look at this fucking party here. We got Kody, Robyn holding babies, and then Mykelti in the middle. Cool.
Avoid that corner.
Cool side of the room.
And she's shy. She's not shy with me. I have a very special bond with her.
Okay, we get it. You love Robyn.
You're married. You should.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Awkward.
Nosy. No. I just didn't know what to expect.
God, awkward. Oh, I hate this.
It's just a good-looking hunk. I mean, she gets whoever she chooses. You know what I mean? I'm like, I got you.
What? He thinks Robyn can get anyone?
Yeah.
Robyn.
I think he was trying to say, and he was also trying to call David like unappealing. There. Like, oh, well, I guess Christine can have anyone she wants.
Does Kody think he's more attractive than David?
Yes. Kody thinks he's more attractive than everyone. I don't think Kody is much other than just a caveman QAnon.
I'm just a lawyer. I'm just a caveman lawyer. That's a deep cut.
Phil Hartman, Philly Hart. 35:56. All right. And Mykelti's like, bring David over.
Yeah, you could see Christine being like, I don't know, he's not coming over. I don't know. Like, thanks. Mykelti is that asshole at the party.
Oh,
you're like, can you like not say it in Robyn's ear, have him come over. I hate
What's
McKelty.
happening? Sure, it's about to happen.
They saw us, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, this is the time. This is the time to introduce the boyfriend. And I know everybody was staring at us.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Oh, this is so awful. I hate this. I hate all of this.
David, nice to meet you.
Here it is.
Nice to meet you. How long have you guys been dating?
A month and a half.
Weird question to ask.
You've seen the kids, you know the kids.
Those babies are bouncing all over. They're like fully asleep, and they're like, Robyn's like patting this, patting.
Robyn's doing like happiest baby on the block figure eights.
Yeah.
And, the parents
They're
who know that
dead
well, you're
asleep.
swinging.
They're in REM. You could probably put them down. What would this conversation be like if those babies weren't here, though? I mean, they would all just burst into flames, I think. Those babies are
If it were me, I would just be like wringing my hands and not even knowing. I'd be like, hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, so thank God they have that.
Tourette'sing my ass off.
But also, McKelty, go away.
Yeah, and you're not helping. You just brought him over, and now it's like just throwing a bomb and then leaving them with the shrapnel here. She's about
Yeah, so now this is when like, so have you met the babies?
We went and got pedicures. Yeah. Wow. So here's that
I'm used to a lot of kids.
I will say, Kody and Robyn can't stop moving, which I do when I'm nervous too. I do that at my wedding. I was doing this. David is standing straight line. Just hi.
I'm David.
So I like it. God, it's like,
he's the only one
really
not
difficult
moving.
with
I think he's just totally comfortable. He's like, yeah, fine.
Okay,
Everyone
so
else is
then his goal in the conversation was to get over there and say he has 8 kids and 10 grandkids. And he keeps trying to beat around the bush, waiting for one of them to be like, oh, so how many kids do you have?
Babies, yeah.
And what he's trying to say is like, I have a lot of kids too. And I actually know them and I parent them.
Yes, I'm a better person and dad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll have 10 grandkids.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's cool.
I have 8 kids.
Do you really? It does.
Yeah.
Oh God, Robyn is so awkward. She's like,
McKelty just did one of these, like, I'm gonna go. Like she did one of those, like I'm gonna leave. It's awkward. You're the one that made Christine bring him over here.
Yeah.
Agent of chaos.
Oh, around it. So you're used to it. Yeah, it's not
I'm used to a lot of kids, too. I raised 8 kids, almost 10 grandkids for the last 11 years.
No follow-up questions from
Kody.
Kody and Robyn on that.
Did you catch when he started to come over, Robyn said to Kody, you have something in your teeth? He's like, yeah, I know. He goes, yeah, I know. So when you look at him now, you see him going,
oh, I love that nuance.
Like, but of course, instead of like you or I would be like, oh my God, where? Like really quick, he goes, yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah, I already knew that, okay?
It's like a man stopping for directions.
Yep.
I'm at 37-14.
Joy kids. So large groups don't bother me at all. That doesn't bother me at all.
Oh,
Yeah, he
No.
responded really well. That's awesome.
The first thing he said is, I heard you hold my grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
And McKelty says, well, he did more than that. He babysat them.
Well, that's not actually how the conversation went, David. You're kind of
David, yeah, exactly.
you're embellishing, but it's fine. Yeah, it's a how big a fish I caught story. It's okay.
And he got really red in the face.
What was interesting is David made more.
Kody just kind of looks like that, David. I wouldn't flatter you. So he got really red in the face.
Yeah, he was out like chipping away at a log earlier today. You know, like the snow and the sun.
He just lost 20 grand at the casino, so he's still like thinking about that. He's not. It's not.
But this does kill Kody.
Who's it?
Way more than me. How old's your oldest child?
34?
Okay. All right.
You think that was a test to see if you knew?
13.
Wow. Okay.
About 13. Yeah.
Hey, quick, Kody, name all of your grandchildren. Go, and their ages. Go.
Yeah.
Now. And one.
Yeah.
Name one.
How old is Logan?
Birthday. Yeah. What's Gabe's birthday?
God. Yeah.
Oh my God.
How tall is Areola? He's like 38 inches or like whatever.
Okay, he knows
He's
that.
gonna know everything.
And there's a moment here where Christine's about to put her head on David's shoulder, which I would say is technically super petty and kind of like unnecessary, but She had to fucking watch Kody and Robyn be in love all over the place. I wish you kissed David here. This is where the kissing should be happening. This is where
they should be
tongue.
Like arm in arm or something.
Yeah, like gross them out.
I wish he would have pulled in or something.
But I mean, I like this because Christine is definitely doing it too about Kody, and you can see Kody just like his whole body just go, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love this.
Congratulations. Well, thank you.
That's neat. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's neat, right?
That's right. Great conversation here.
Stay together and get married and move in together, which is what their plan is. David's going to be a big part of raising Truly, and I think that's where it's important for Dad and David to meet.
Yeah, Truly hasn't even come up in this conversation yet.
Have fun with
There's so much fun.
yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Robyn, her only personality trait is that she is a mom, and she's still
I like babies.
Right. How can she not even like navigate a small talk conversation where the topic is baby? I'm holding a baby. She can't even navigate her way through this.
Well, but she's not good at raising them.
Yeah, but you can at least talk about them.
I would say Robyn is probably good at taking care of babies, but not raising them.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like she probably cares for them really well. Like they have a bottle, they have their drive. Right. But like teaching them things that they're supposed to be taught, not so much.
38-23. We're almost done here.
Hey.
I have a 7-year-old, and I still think that she's funner than any of my grandkids.
Funner.
That is crazy. That's crazy to think that Ariola is more fun than all of your grandkids, by the way. Shots fucking fired, I guess.
Well, because Ariola is the kid that he's spent the most time with because he doesn't have to divide his time with anyone else.
Would you say that out loud, though, when you already know that Madison won't talk to you because you
because he's so stupid. He can't take the perspective of other people hearing that. Like Truly, who's like, what, a couple years only older than her? And he's like,
yes, oh my God.
Ariola's my favorite. That's basically what he just said. I have more fun with her than any of my other kids as Truly sitting there.
I hope Truly is getting like a tattoo right behind this conversation right now. She's just getting a full mother with a heart.
Yeah, dad with like with David's like goatee as like a symbol that just says dad. I would love that.
38-35.
So I gotta do our own thing. Yeah, I love Grandpa.
I've spent the last 7 years of my life seeing her with Kody and seeing their marriage. But, you know, I want her to be happy.
Christine was kind of swinging off of his arm, which was probably appropriate as the stage of their relationship.
He is so bothered in this talking head, and it is
appropriate that stage in the relationship. I mean, I don't need that. I don't need it all, but that's good for her.
But he's like, Robyn has been like, when people smile, like usually their eyebrows will be up. So you can tell Cody's trying to put on body language of a person who's fine with it. Yes. Well, I mean, I guess it's appropriate. I mean, I don't care what they do. It doesn't matter to me. He's really perked up though for this.
Nothing about that bothered me. He's not just a boyfriend. I don't think there's something more. If she gets married next week, like this is none of my business.
Yeah, right.
Well, sure. Actually, it kind of is again because they're raising Truly.
Your daughter will be living with this man.
Are you even seeing them every other weekend or no? No.
Yeah, I spent the last 6 weeks shoveling snow, pretty much.
Hey, I saw you at
6 weeks.
She's like, no, you weren't.
It is hard for me to say Christine's boyfriend.
Right, because you can't be happy for other women. We know.
Right. Then you put your head on my shoulder. So that got cut even more red.
I mean, that's very funny. I do like that David came to play with the petty. That he'll do these nacho parties with her. I think that's a huge green flag for me. That he's like, no, I will roast him in my talking heads later.
Yeah, even better then. Got his red, got his face even better.
He got real red. He got real red.
He's laughing. He's laughing right at him. They're laughing at Kody together. Oh, I love it.
Yes, I've been doing drywall since 1980.
Gwen and Beer like cool.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna tell her, like 25-year-old kids about your sick drywall business since
Tell me
you've
more
had
about
since
that. Ooh, by the way,
1980.
let me know in the comments here or email us at amandajody1@gmail.com. But my Auntie Debbie is a gardener. Like she loves to garden. I want like something cool to give her for Christmas. Gardening. I was thinking like a stool boom, but I can't find anything cool. If anyone has any cool ideas for a gardener, loves to
What
garden.
about like a personalized garden decoration thing? You're like, something I don't have to put that much thought into.
Okay, we're at 39:36. Let's let the puppy out of the crate.
That's not my place to judge or say. It feels right for her to be our family, and doesn't really, what I think doesn't matter.
Oh, right. That's where the family's fallen apart.
Conversation's going
She
so
doesn't
well.
get to say who's in or out of their family. You actually did exactly that with your stupid kids that you came in.
Yeah. The conversation is now going so well that David has turned to
guys get a lot of snow up here in Flagstaff.
Yeah, we're talking about the weather now. Great.
You're seeing it because we've had 45 degrees for several days. Yeah, we were getting 28 degrees.
Oh, they had the most snow and the worst snow of any snow. The competition now. It's a snow off.
It is.
Yeah, these are my banditos. They stole my heart.
This is the second time he's seen.
Yeah, somebody in the Facebook comments is like, is it like weird when Kody constantly like gets calling these kids? And then I said, I think that when Kody's around these babies, the first thought, the forefront of his head is mixed race children, mixed race children, mixed race children.
Oh.
So he's constantly like saying
Mexican.
Yeah. I think he just
hola, bebés.
not get it out of his head.
Yeah.
So bambino.
Soy sus abuelo.
Was that like a flauta? 4009.
I love when you say that.
Kind of like concerns and possible problems that can arise. It's a new way of coexisting, I guess you'd say, with each other.
Frankly, it's just one of those cringy moments where you just grit your teeth. This is survival.
Right, an adult moment. Yes, we're aware of it, Kody. The rest of the world does this on the daily.
That you should have been feeling uncomfortable in every conversation you've ever had for your entire life. You haven't, because your wives have jumped in and saved your ass and covered for you.
In the blow for you. And now he's like, guess what I did? Did you see how mature I'm being here? I had to suck it up, guys.
Because Robyn's just as awkward as he is. So they're both like,
baby.
What you guys aren't seeing is that like we had snow before you came. So it was the biggest snow
ready
of all
with
the
like
snows.
the numbers though on that. I feel like he had a pie chart behind him there about the snowfall in Flagstaff the past 20 years.
Are these babies alive at this point? Like they've rocked them to death. Don't they look like those baby reborn dolls?
That
just
you are sending to me. I hate it. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, now the conversation is now broken off on a weird energy.
I love that Christine opens the door because it's a little hot in there.
Oh, yeah.
There's 8 feet of snow outside, and Christine's like, is it getting warm here?
Right.
Woo!
So they walk to the door, and then Kody and Robyn turn to each other and are now talking about the babies. It's like, they're fine. They're dead asleep. They're hibernating. You don't need to tend to them.
Yeah. You the boy gonna go to sleep. You no more laughing. All right. Good night, Bandito.
No.
There needed to happen. It's his daughter. What a test, right? What a test of the day for him. But it's not. It's not a test for David. That's the thing, is it's not. He's so solid. David's not gonna go away. This isn't a take it or leave it. There's, nothing. No, this isn't.
He did a David voice.
They're circling for houses, and he is still going to freaking propose someday. I think. No, just kidding. He will. We're still getting married. Oh, by the way, I'm not
just doing this.
My wedding.
Yeah.
Still
She uses 2 fingers though. She points like this with 2 fingers.
Do you guys need help?
Next time.
All right, I got it. Cool. Let's see what's happening next week.
2:00 on Thursday.
2 o'clock, do a walkthrough with them.
David and I bought a house.
Okay, so we're going back to the house.
I'm worried that my relationship with my father will not exist anymore.
Sad.
Well,
I'm gonna be Meri.
now here's Meri in her same outfit that she was wearing with Janelle. So was this the same day?
Yes, because her hair is the
Okay,
same.
her hair is the same, yeah. So maybe she was there first, probably. The Janelle thing was probably after this, right?
You're right.
Or she's going there now to retell them what happened. Interesting. Like, keep an eye on that.
I wonder if Kody shoveled so that Meri could pull in. Then
Okay,
Meri goes back because
alright.
Janelle pulled up close too
Yeah,
to Mary's
okay.
place.
A nostalgic heart. It's a little broken.
I just wish you were good. There's days when I just want to scream. Like, no, this is not the way it was supposed to go. This is what
Yeah.
the road looks like. Got
We're
to
watching
this
this.
overlook.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
David goes, this is my favorite place in all of the world.
Wow.
Oh.
I want to marry you.
we crying?
Well, are you going to ask? No.
Oh, I thought
God, no.
I genuinely thought you were crying.
No, I'm just like wondering, like, are you going to ask? Because he's like, I still like to marry you. I still like to marry you. I'll be like, so are you going to ask or
All right. Well, we did it. That was awkward. The whole episode was
Oh,
awkward.
we did it, you little banditos. Oh, yeah, you was you naming. That was gross. I never want to hear him doing. Yeah, I never want to hear him doing baby talk again. Like, that was like my tubes tied themselves. Disgusting. All right. So
Join us next week,
thanks, guys.
Click that. Please smash that like and stick around. Leave a real comment for the algorithm. Everyone, please go and follow and subscribe. Pod and the City. Hey, look, Joan's probably going to go off on a little rant this week. We didn't talk about anything political here, but I don't think I can stop Joan from going off. So if you want to hear someone pop off, check us out over there. And what else? We got patreon.com. We got 4 weddings coming up this week. Church hymn bangers tomorrow. And we're continuing our Sister Wives rewatch of season 12. We're right before McKelty and Tony's wedding.
Yeah. All right. So love you guys. And is Wally over there to help see us off?
You're all adults. He's like, what? Wait.
We'll see you next week, Monday. Okay.
Okay. No, wait. You're good. Okay. Ready? You're all adults. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.